Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game. We love you so much. We came back every single week to entertain you. How are you all doing? It's Sunday. And oh, thank you very much, Zedegiman. And so today is Sunday, and Sunday means Curse of Strahd, the night when our illustrious GM Josh Runyon attempts to terrify us, horrify us, and then lets us turn into monsters ourselves. So this week we're going to continue on our Curse of Strahd campaign, which has us in the city of Vallaki. However, in the meantime, before we get to that, we are going to go over our announcements quite quickly, I hope. So the first announcement is, as we've stated multiple times, we are doing a race to 10K on our Facebook page. We have 9,719 followers on Facebook at this time. We are trying to get to 10,000 followers on Facebook. We are also doing a giveaway for that, but the giveaway is basically a Christmas themed giveaway. And when we get to 10,000 followers, we're going to do our next show directly after we hit that milestone. We're going to do a live giveaway on air. That giveaway is going to consist of a copy of every single 5e source book, rule source book for D&D 5e from Wizards of the Coast. That includes the Player's Guide, the DMG, Monsters Manual, Mordenkainen's Tomb of Foes, Xanathar's Guide to Everything, Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, Volo's Guide to Monsters, and the newest book, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. That means you are going to have a hard copies of every single one of those rulebooks. And because we put our money where our mouth is and we support the local gaming community, we will be ordering that entire prize kit from your local gaming store. So whoever the winner is gets to tell us who their local game store is, and we will be ordering those books from them. If you don't have a local game store, you're in luck. We happen, because we've been doing this promotions for a while, we happen to have a list of local game stores that will do mail order for you. You just let us know where you are, and we will get those books to you. Now, in the meantime, we also have another contest going on. Oh, sorry. To enter the contest, very important. To enter the contest, you have to go to our Facebook page, which the link is in chat. You have to go to the Facebook page, like and follow the Facebook page, and then after you like and follow the Facebook page, there is a pinned post that says "Attention Daggers, 9,000 follows on Facebook." That's the first couple of words in it. Go to that post, comment, and share the post, and you will be entered to win. That is it. That is all you have to do. And once again, all those books go to one winner out of the people who like, follow the page, and then comment on the post and share it. You have to do all those steps, but once you do all those steps, which takes like maybe a minute, once you do all those steps, you are entered to win, and you will be put on the list of people who will be entered into the drawing for that prize. Now, that is not, however, the only contest we're doing right now. We are also doing a race to 300 on Twitch. Kessie, could you tell us about that contest, please? Oh, wait. You shouldn't be muted. Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. No, it's for some reason. Yeah, you're muted, but hang on one second. For some reason, the audio keeps on switching from what it should be to the wrong set. So go ahead, Kessie. I apologize.
Okay,
That was my fault. The audio was on
that's
the
all
wrong
good.
setting, and it coming up on the wrong setting every single time I start the software. I will put it on my checklist to make sure I check it before the game starts. I apologize.
It's okay. Anyway, so when we hit 300 followers on Twitch, we will be drawing a name of one of our followers to win the set of 3D printed minis that's scrolling that's scrolling through the center of your screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be 3D printed by Ray, ready to use when they come to you. They're great. They're wonderful. Give us a follow if you don't already, and if you do, share the stream. Tell your friends. Follows are free.
Yeah, absolutely. And follows do let you. All the follows do is let you know when we go live, so you don't miss a show. So, oh, season finale tonight. Oops, sorry. So,
What?
anyway, season finale on the Grouch Couch tonight. But so
Mm.
we're going to go ahead and give those away as soon as we hit 300. What were we at again, Kessie?
244. 244.
244. So we're on our way, ladies and gentlemen, but we need that little push to get there. So if you can give us a follow, please do. And if you've already given us a follow, like Cassie said, share out our Twitch feed to your friends. Let them know about the contest first off. That way they'll have a reason to give us a follow. And then let them know we do contests like this. We're going to be doing contests like this for every single milestone. So we're always going to be giving you guys something, and we always want to pay back. Oh, thank you so much. So there is.
Oh,
Oh, thank you so much for the sub,
yeah.
Damon OG. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and be giving you guys all the love we can in order to make sure that we want to put out the best show we can, but at the same time we want to reward you guys for your loyalty. So we were going to be doing these contests on a regular basis. So in the meantime, we also have another item that we participate with, and that is our charity drive. And right now, our charity of choice is Extra Life. Dr. Joshua Runyon, could you give us a little background on Extra Life?
I would be happy to. So, Extra Life, for those of you who are unfamiliar with them, are a charity organization that specializes in helping sick and needy children. They have been around since 2008, and in that time, they have raised over $70 million to help these kids. We are super happy to be a part of it this year and had set a goal for $2,000. And as of today, that goal has been met. We are at 2,445. However, the campaign continues. The date that the charity drive is over is the 14th of January. So we still have quite a few months where we can continue to raise money for this organization and help these kids in need. It would mean a lot to us if you could donate anything, $5, $10, $1. It's all going directly to these kids. We're not seeing any of this money. It's going straight into Extra Life, and it is going to a very worthy cause of helping out these kids. If you cannot donate, we completely understand. Money it's hard, times is hard, everything. It's a lot of pain and difficulty. But instead consider sharing the link. We have that available on our Twitch stream. We have that in the chat rather. We have that available at our Facebook page and on our Twitter. So send the word out. Share it with your friends, your family, your coworkers. Tag it on the local bus station.
Okay, we're not suggesting graffiti. Just to be clear.
No, nothing illegal, obviously. Write it in something that's easily washable. If you must. Not that I'm suggesting that you do. If you absolutely must do graffiti, do it with something erasable, like chalk. But get the word out and spread it along, and hopefully it will find its way to people who are able to give in these times. And as always, be a hero, save a kid.
So, oh my God, Daniel just said, I put it in a bathroom stall for a good time. Go to our Twitch link. So
if you need them, I can get the QR codes. We can just slap those on there, make it really easy. It is 2020 after all.
That's true. Do a template with a QR code and just spray it on real fast, and then run.
We have no shame.
We don't have any shame. That is absolutely true. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for telling us about the Extra Life, Josh. And remember, this is going to go on through January. Thank you so much for helping us get to our goal. We really appreciate it. You guys have made this, our first Extra Life campaign, a complete and utter success. So, oh boy, we got a bits race going on. Thank you so much for showing us your biddies, Captain Caffeine. We love seeing your biddies. So anyway, we also have your. We're also doing a situation where we're trying to promote people to go to their local game stores before they do things like order from Amazon. And with the way things are going, we want to make sure that those game stores are doing the best business practices to keep our community safe. So we are actually reaching out to these game stores and calling ahead and validating and verifying that they are doing the right thing for the community. Now, the particular store we're talking about tonight has been talked about before on this list, but we're bringing them back up because they are, as with COVID, when we've been calling around these stores and trying to get them verified, we have discovered that a full 1/3 of the stores that we're contacting have closed. They're no longer in business. And the store we're talking about right now, they've been reaching out to their customers, and their customers have been really coming through for them because COVID has just been horrible, ladies and gentlemen. We all know it, and especially for small retail businesses. So, Night's Watch Games in San Antonio, Texas, is one of our favorite stores, and I've literally been across the country to so many different stores. And Night's Watch Games is what I would consider a flagship tier 1 store. They're not huge, they're not massive, but their atmosphere is amazing. They have hand-built furniture in there. It's so incredible, and the store itself is decked out like a medieval dining hall. And they are some of the best people that I've ever met. They really take care of their customers, and they love their customers, and it shows in the way the community's rallied around them. But they are having hard times. So if you guys are if we have any fans in the San Antonio area, and you guys have things you need to pick up, Night's Watch is doing curbside pickup. They're doing mail order now. They've actually finished building out their complete website, so they have all their products that are in store listed on their website, and they will do mail order for them. They are doing social distancing in the store. They're doing social distancing gaming, and they're doing social distancing within the store, and they're requiring masks for visits. So if you guys can go ahead and make sure you give them a like and a follow on Facebook, go ahead and just give them a shout out. Tell them Dinner and a Game says that we love them and we hope everything picks up for them, and just be there for them. And if you have anything you need to order and you can spare it to order for them, mail order, throw them some love, because everyone needs help during this time, and we're doing our best to reach out to as many stores as we can. But so thank you guys very much for helping out in any way you can with that. But also, we, as our little organization sits, are doing our best to make sure we bring you the best content. And in order to do that, we need to make sure that we have the best equipment available. And to do that, unfortunately, none of us are rich. So we're doing our best to try and do fundraising through different avenues here to generate some revenue so we can get more equipment, get new computers out to the people who need them, etc., etc. One of those ways is our Patreon. Now, of course, you can subscribe or give us biddies here on Twitch, and that is amazing and wonderful. But not everyone wants or can do it that way. Another way you can do this is you can go to our Patreon website. Now, our Patreon allows you to go ahead and contribute to us for as little as $1, and $1 will get you a special title, and it'll get you access to our Discord with that title. Our Discord is open to the public, but only Patreon users get special titles on our Discord. Now, as the level tiers go up, we have $1, $3, $5, and $10 right now. As the tiers go up, you get more and more access to different sites on Discord. You get access to our AMAs, to our special videos. We're doing everything like that. And at tier, I don't even remember what tier level I put it in at, but I think it's 3. You get access to our Skype chat during the game. Now, you are required to stay muted while we're on streaming, but you do get access to the Skype chat, and the Skype chat can be quite distracting. So, but anyway, so we're going ahead and do this all for now with our Discord and with our Twitch. But we also have our website, dinnerandagame.net. If you go to that website, you actually can find swag. We have T-shirts, we have hats, we have backpacks. Our winner from the 9,000 9K run, he actually picked up one of our backpacks. I asked him to tell me how it was like, but I haven't heard back from him yet. So, but we have everything you could want for outfitting yourself with Dinner and a Game swag, and it's all there for the taking. And all the proceeds from that will go directly to us, and we use those to help promote the game, the business by ordering, like I said, new cameras, everything else like that. Right now, we're getting new equipment to people as we speak, so we're doing everything we can for that. But we want to make sure that we can do this as to the highest quality we can, and we need your help to do that. So, in the meantime,
I have to replace my ring light already.
What happened? Did the cat kill it?
I broke it.
Oh, the cat didn't break it? I was expecting the cat.
No, the cat didn't break it. I broke it. I messed part of it up, and now I'm gonna have to replace.
Well,
the
I just said
that's why it was like, I don't know if anybody noticed, but it was falling a second ago, and I have to like prop it up weird so that
Weird.
my phone doesn't just like, so the whole damn thing doesn't just fall over, actually. So that's going to be fun trying to watch that all night.
That's okay. We can get that taken care of too. So, but anyway, like I said, everything we're doing right now is out of pocket. A lot of these people on this stream are making investments on their own, which frankly, I don't feel comfortable with because I asked them all to be on the stream. So we're doing our best to get funding so we can make sure that they don't have to invest their own money to come in here and try and play on the stream and be a part of the stream. We're trying to make this at least sufficient to where we can get them the items they need, and for that we need your help. So anything you can do, contributing in any way, shape, or form, even if it's just down to telling everyone about us and promoting us that way. I mean, that doesn't cost anyone anything, and it helps us out a million. You don't even understand. But anyway, that's enough of that. Oh, Kessie, you want to talk about Die Hard?
We'll make it super quick. Die Hard Dice is amazing. They're wonderful. One of the best dice companies around. They really, really help out the gaming community as a whole. And so if you decide you need some new dice, please go check out Die Hard Dice. Let them know that we sent you. It doesn't get us anything or you anything, but it's just nice. I just told them that we would be promoting them because they gave us a bunch of dice to give away the other day.
Yep.
And I just want to promote them as much as possible. Just let them know that Dinner and a Game sent you, and they'll probably send you something for free. So
and if
because they
don't,
tend to do that a lot.
But if they don't worry about it because they're an amazing company and they have already helped
wonderful.
out so many people in the community. You don't even understand. So
Yep.
just do what we always want to promote companies that are doing the right thing, and Die Hard Dice definitely is. So Die Hard Dice, if you see us, hi, we love you. But in the meantime, I think that just wraps about everything up, correct? Did I skip anything? Did I miss anything? Nope. All right. So, Dr. Runyon, I am going to shut up and be a grumpy paladin. You're on.
All right. So, a brief recap of the things that have happened to remind us all of where we are and what we're doing and why we're doing them. Last time, our intrepid heroes had made their way back to the town of Valaki after fighting off a couple of werewolves, completing a bounty for their newfound friend Johnny Trinity, and scooping up wine barrels that were left in the woods after their first unfortunate encounter with the master of these lands. They had returned to Valaki and began to collect their big paychecks from here and there. Unfortunately, information was let loose that one of them had been afflicted with the curse of lycanthropy, and they were all cordially invited to visit the Baron's manor, where they could discuss what was to be done about this terrible affliction. While visiting the manor, the meeting was less than cordial, and resulted in a lot of death, leaving both the Baron and his wife and his henchman and his estranged son dead. The party is in recovery mode from this and trying their best to thaw out poor Asarius from the tomb of ice that she has been encased in, while also trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do about everything. Where we left off exactly was all of you kind of freaking out a little bit in the attic upstairs. Johnny, you were looking out the window, kind of keeping an eye on the guards. One of them had kind of looked up there and was continuously looking back over his shoulder, and they were still hard at work putting up the decorations of the werewolf heads and trophies. The rest of you were kind of trying to thaw Asarius out with some magic fire, and also having a conversation about the unfortunate reality that of Valaki's current political situation, when you were interrupted by a muffled voice coming from downstairs below you, calling out, "Cousin, is anyone there?" Realizing that you had left Podrick downstairs. So here we are. What are we doing?
I'm still trying to keep an eye out there. Like, I'm just like, that's a them problem, not a me problem right now, as far as Podrick is concerned.
I'm still kind of like doting at Lorelai, like just like making sure she's okay. Like, how hurt are you?
She's
Ow.
she's not looking super good. I think she was only healed for like 9 or 10 or something
Well,
like that.
see, mine must be wrong then, because I'm showing 25 hit points for some reason.
That may have been because of when you leveled up, but I'm looking.
No, I didn't. I don't think I leveled up my character yet.
Oh no, I'm wrong. You rolled the greater potion of healing.
Yeah, I did. That's right. I did
yeah,
that,
yeah,
too.
that's what it was. It was the greater, not the regular potion.
Yeah.
And it was 17. So
Yeah.
you were looking okay,
Yep.
but still kind of scuffed. Like you could probably get into a little tango, but anything serious, like you would be in danger.
Ouch.
All right, I look worse than you, so I'm gonna drink my last.
Go for
Josh,
it.
are there any blank pieces of paper on that desk?
On the desk, yes, there are. There's a lot of papers. There's a lot of parchment in this room. There's like a stack of blank parchments that look to be about the quality of like a spell scroll or what you would use in a wizard spell book.
I mean, I'll take cheaper paper if it's there, but if that's all I see, I'm gonna grab one of those and something to write with.
I see that.
You can find, yeah, definitely. Like that's, you 100% see it. You recognize it. You being that it is
Greedy wizard.
part of your trade and craft. There's definitely regular parchment in here if you just want to grab a piece of paper.
Yeah, regular parchment is fine. I just want to grab that and something to write with.
You kind of have to sift through some notes for a second, but you find regular parchment.
All right. I am going to draw the symbol of summoning that I just learned today.
Okay.
From Johnny Jr.
Indeed. So you're going to draw that out. Did you like take I can't remember because it's been a while. But did you take a like a image of that with you, or are you just doing it from memory?
So I made it clear when he was showing me how to do it that I was paying attention to everything he drew and exactly how he drew it, so I would be able to do it again later on.
Okay. Make a Arcana check with advantage.
I healed for 7 hit points, by the way.
I can see that. Johnny, as this is happening, you are...
Okay, well, it rolled twice, but it doesn't matter. The first one's what counts.
Yeah, that's weird. The 3 and 3 at the bottom. It's especially weird because you have a +3 and it's just rolling 3. That's very weird.
Yeah, how did it roll 0? That's a glitch as hell.
Yeah, that's glitched. Whatever.
Roll 20, ladies and gentlemen.
So with the 20, you will be able to accurately recreate this, and make use of it. But Johnny, as he's sketching this out, you're looking out the window and you see that they are the guards are officially wrapping up with the decorations, and they look like they're about to start heading back inside.
Yeah, that's gonna be my question if they were coming inside.
There are 8 men outside, and it looks like 2 of them are coming back inside. The other ones are taking their post out front.
Okay, so only 2 of them are coming inside. I look over at Eric and Trey, I'm like, you need to go get your guy from downstairs right now.
Yeah, I was already headed that way.
I don't have a lot of insight on how we're going to deal with this, but we definitely don't want Podrick to be down there by himself.
I don't want Podrick to see what happened. Well, I don't know what happened. Never mind. I don't want Podrick down alone either. I start immediately heading down.
Trey, how about you stay up here? Because it seems that there might be some kind of internal conflict that I do not want to deal with at this moment. Somebody else. Just anybody else, really.
I don't think there's any indication of what Trey did yet, because none of us have
I
been
think
downstairs.
Trey said.
Well, no, he said that he killed them. He didn't say in what manner. So, you are gonna head downstairs,
Well, that's right.
Aaron.
I already got pissed.
You're gonna head downstairs. Lorelai, are you still attempting to with Kilrim attempting to thaw Viserys out?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. It's gonna be another like 5 minutes or so until the ice is thin enough for you to get through.
Yeah.
As long as you stay at it.
Yeah.
So we've got that. We got Trey doing his symbol up here. Johnny's still keeping watch. Eric, you are heading downstairs to get Podrick up here.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question. The windows up here are barred, right?
Shuttered, not barred. They're just heavily shuttered.
Got it.
They are. It looks like they're designed to kind of mask. It looks like they're designed to kind of mask the inside of this, but still allow light to come in, so that way candles don't have to be burning around so much parchment.
While this is happening, it seems like all the guards have either come inside or are chilling where they're at, right?
Right. Well, they're heading up from the front gates.
Got it.
They were setting up the stuff essentially like heads on pikes on the fence of the manor. So they are coming basically up the property line.
Okay. So this right here is a chimney, right? Over on the top floor, left-hand side.
Yes, that is the chimney to the house.
The kitchen. Yeah. So, and I would know that where we were at, words are hard. I believe you said that there was a fire going, like kind of like just warming but that I know that isn't the central portion of the house. So this chimney must be attached to somewhere else in the house.
So the room that you were in, that you were referencing, like the fire going, that was more of like a hearth.
Yeah.
This is more like the furnace for the kitchen.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna put my hand.
This chimney specifically.
I'm gonna go over there and put my hand on the stone. Does it feel hot?
Currently it's slightly warm to the touch. It's not blazing.
Okay, so I would assume that there is a fire going on in that furnace, right?
If not currently, then very recently. There was.
Okay. Well, that's my idea.
to go down the.
I was gonna start chipping away and trying to get a few bricks out of there so we could squeeze in, just kind of go down. But I'm not about to go down in a very smoky / possibly on fire furnace.
So,
unless
from the feeling that you get, it doesn't feel like it is currently burning.
Okay. From looking at the chimney, the kind of protrusion into the room, do you think perhaps somebody that would be considered a medium-sized creature would be able to fit in it? The vacancy?
I would say that all of you, with maybe the exception of Kilrim, would be able to go down it with ease. And Kilrim,
what about up it?
Up it? It would be a little. It's always a little harder to go up a chimney than down a chimney.
Sure.
But it it would be feasible.
I go back to the party. Okay, I have another idea that's similar, kind of parallel to my idea. I'm going to go back to the party. I said, Eric's already gone and down to get Podrick, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or at least started to remove the barricade that Trey left.
So actually, before we do this, I'm going to put a pin in this really quick.
Okay,
and
cool.
Go to
Yeah.
that. So Trey, you have been kind of sketching this out, this symbol out, and it's going to take you you want it to be absolutely perfect. So you're making sure that you're doing it 100% correct. So it's going to take you a couple minutes. In that time, Eric, you have headed back downstairs, and as you come back downstairs into the room, you can see. Let's see. We'll put you there. You can see that these doors, these two doors here, have been barricaded. I'm sorry. This door has been barricaded here, and that this door is open. You can see into the master bedroom, where, as you poke your head in around the corner, you can see that the bed itself has been pressed up against this door, effectively closing you in here.
Okay.
You can hear someone moving around out here, and in fact, you hear someone kind of in hushed tones invoke the name of Tyr.
I shove everything out of the way.
So there is one other thing.
Okay.
As you were looking into this room to see how things are going in there, kind of sitting on the bed here, or not sitting on the bed, but in the room here, is a good portion of a head, like 3/4 of a head, essentially a head without a jaw, and it has the same kind of greasy hair of the Baron.
Where is that?
It's going to be in this room. I believe that Trey said that he was leaving the head. He didn't leave it on the bed because he pushed the bed up against here, but I think he just kind of tossed the head in here. So right. You can see that there is a almost fully severed head, like from like here.
Yeah.
Up.
Got it. I'm still moving everything out from in front of this door.
Yeah, it's gonna take you a second, but you give me an athletics check really quick. Let's see if how quickly you are moving everything.
Well, there's... a 9 with a +7. I rolled a 2.
Yikes. So it was very haphazardly tossed about. So you're having to kind of clear just a little bit of clutter before you're getting it fully moved. So it's going to take you...
Wait a minute. There's a door over here, yeah?
Yes, he had blocked off this door with the desk. This door he had blocked off with the... I'm sorry, this door with the chair, this door with the desk, and this door with the bed.
I never blocked.
You never blocked this door? I thought you said you were blocking all the doors.
No, this door I never messed with, Josh. I only messed with this door and this one. I completely didn't even see this door when I was trying to fix the situation.
So you begin to try to move this door here, and you see that this one is completely unblocked.
I'm assuming it's not blocked because there's no way out of that room, so I just opened the door to look in real fast. So it's just taking me a while to move that. And I, of course, see this door over here then.
This door is a small bathroom, or it's a large bathroom, rather. Yep. There is a large tub over in the corner that's pretty much taking up a large portion of this bathroom, and a small sink set up in the corner there. But you do see you would see the door there.
So I open the door, look out in the hallway.
Okay. So yeah, you pop out here, and you see Podrick, and he is just you come at his back,
Mm-hmm.
And he is just kind of staring ahead at this door, where you can see the entire hallway, floor, wall, and ceiling, right up against that door, is just covered in bits of a person, what was once a person. Some shredded clothing remains. It's a very nice, was a very nice dress. And Podrick is just kind of sitting there, like, just staring in horror. Like he's never seen this level of brutality before, and you've only seen it a couple of times. This isn't, this is something that was done with magic. This is not something that could have been done with just like a sword, just by fighting a bandit or something, which is more Podrick's speed. So you see him, and he hears you come up behind him, and he turns around, and there's just this huge sigh of relief, and he reaches out and kind of like shakily takes you by the shoulders, and he's like, I heard the sound of fighting, and I came up here, and it's just what happened? What?
I don't even know what happened yet down here. We were upstairs.
We were just sitting down at the table, and then
I understand. Come with me, Podrick. Let's come away from this. We're gonna go back upstairs.
He follows you, and as you are heading back there, you hear the front doors open, as the other two guards have made their way, at least inside downstairs. So let's bring them onto the map for reference. Hello, we are guards.
I don't like you.
No.
No,
All right.
God.
We are both ventriloquists, and we practice every day.
They come in and stand right at the door and stay there.
Yeah, they have entered the house. That is just to remind you that they are there. Being that no one is downstairs, you won't be able to see their exact movements.
All right. So I guess I'm assuming Podrick and I go back upstairs.
Yes.
I'm dragging me up there.
Yeah, let me bring him. Boop, right there.
I kind of look over at Johnny as I come back into the room, and I said, "There's guards downstairs now."
Yeah, I know. I'm working on that. Let's get back into the room right now. Let's go.
So I realized something since we leveled up.
Yes.
I have another 3rd level spell slot that I can cast a spell magic with. Can I dispel this ice?
So
That
it's
work.
it's as they're coming back up that the ice is
Cool.
melted enough for you to.
I was gonna say, are we actually leveled up though? I thought the whole point was that we had to take.
No, you are leveled. You are effectively level 6. So if you have any abilities that are activated by your 6th level, they will be available to you. But your spell slots and your hit points will
Don't
not.
increase?
Your hit points will increase, but they will stay what they are. It's not like a hard reset,
Right.
like a long rest.
But if I get a new spell slot, do I have that spell slot available to me if I haven't spent it since it's new? That's the question.
No, because
never mind.
you'll be getting that on your long rest.
That's what I was curious about.
Yeah. So Johnny will have his if he's taking another level of rogue, he'll have his 2nd set of expertise. You'll have your counterspell, dispel magic, backfire thing.
Yeah.
I think Eric gets his first aura as a paladin.
Okay, because I hadn't leveled up any of my stuff yet, so.
I just leveled myself up, so I'm reviewing my character sheet.
Yeah. So if there's nothing that's going to, like bolster you at level 6, then you can keep yourself at level 5 and then just immediately level up once we hit a long rest.
Yeah. I honestly don't know.
My hit points went up because of the dice, the hit dice going up.
Yeah, mine went up by 3, but like I'm just gonna bring that back down.
So you want me to put it back down to 6? Because I was at 17, now I'm at 24. So you want me to bring it back down to 17?
Yeah, it keeps the damage taken from your max, not what your hit point is. Yeah.
So you want me to put it down to 17 or leave it at 24?
17, right. Please.
All right, there you go.
So, 2 things are happening pretty much simultaneously up here. You guys have thawed out Asarius to find her.
Holy crap!
No longer green. She is now a very pale blue, and her breathing has stopped. Being trapped in the ice for as long as she was, being that close to death, it appears that she has suffocated and passed away. So as you finally get her out, she is just gone from you.
Killer him.
I'm like, all right, are you be getting her up or? And then I see her. I'm like, oh.
So, Trey, as this is happening, you have finished the summoning circle, and where are you? Just like leaving the paper like on the ground, or?
I'm just drawing it on whatever it is that I have room to draw it on at the moment. If I had to get down on the ground to draw it, then that's where I'm drawing it.
Okay. So the paper ignites into flames and burns up, very similar to the way that a spell scroll evaporates when it is consumed. And you wait a moment, and as there's this kind of eerie silence in the room from everyone seeing the state of Asarius, you're kind of looking around hoping to see him, when you're doing like a once over the room, and as you look past everyone kind of standing over the table looking down at Asarius's body, you look around, and as you come back, he is also standing at the table looking down at the body. And he just says, "It never gets any easier, you know."
Of course it doesn't.
You summoned me?
Yeah, it's bad.
He looks around. He says, "From the state of this place, I'd say we're in a large house of some kind."
This is the Baron's was the Baron's estate. We are quite in a pickle at the moment. We need to get out of here.
The Baron and his wife.
That is the current dialogue, correct? Yes. However, as everybody here can kind of gather from the nefarious activities that the Baron was, maybe not the activities, but kind of like the general vibe, what is going on in here, they're kind of really fucking bad news. So I don't think that is what we should be focusing on right now. However, we do got 2 guards down there, and it's only a matter of time until they find the Baron's dead body and his wife's. We need to get the fuck out of here.
There's no
Killer starts gathering everything up.
Johnny,
Like-
there's nowhere to go.
That is not true. We have a window right there, and I point at the window that I was peeking out of, and I knew we do have another window on the other side. We got two options. We can either all leave together, or I can serve as a distraction.
And
Didn't
then we
realize
leave
you were
this
coming,
town in
Aceres.
chaos.
Well, the town is going to be in chaos anyways, and again, like this is not the the actions are already in motion. Right now, we need to work on preservation of our own skin. How about we worry about how we are going to get the fuck out of here, and then also make sure my family is safe?
And I was brought here.
I'm not quite
to-
sure. But now that you're here, you can be a great boon. Trey, was there a reason why you brought him here, or is it just kind of help us out? Because, I mean, either way is fine. I'm just trying to figure this out.
He's got options to get us out of here that nobody else would have.
That is absolutely true. Do you have a way to get us all out of here right now, including our fallen comrade right there on the table?
And where would you like to go? And more importantly, how far away from this are we trying to run? It seems to me the big question is, how do the citizens of Valaki feel about their glorious leader?
Well, you spent some time here. They know that he's a right piece of shit.
So perhaps you will not be in quite the trouble that you believe yourselves to be. Maybe with his best paid men, but speaking of, where is that hulking monstrosity?
He's right in that room over there. I believe that Eric or somebody who killed him again.
I did.
Yeah, I believe he does.
So
not.
I think I killed everyone.
he pokes his head outside and he just goes, ooh. How? Ooh. That's well. Good news then. We'll chalk that up to a win.
I think that what we should be focusing on is not being here when the guards find the bodies. Is there a way that you can kind of yeet us the fuck out of here, probably back in my house?
You're trying to take her with you as well?
Well, I'd like to see what the ramifications are of the finding of said bodies. Before we decide if we need to, get the fuck out of Dodge or Valaki. Sorry.
He kind of thinks it over, and he says, "I'm starting to run a little ragged here, but I think I have something. Just this is going to be a I won't say one-time thing, but it is going to have to be fairly limited. Jumping from place to place in this place is very telling. And we want to stay as low profile as possible. So,
Stop.
I'll just go downstairs, deal with the guards, and you can just walk out of here.
Oh. I'm not going to ask too many questions. If you think that you can do that, by all means. It's definitely a lot easier than what I had in mind. A lot easier than what I had in mind, and the person playing my character is a little distraught about it. But I am, as Johnny, very happy that we can just go ahead and get the fuck out of here with no problem.
Yeah. Kilram's picking up all the paperwork and he's like, I like this idea a lot.
Johnny, I don't know what you're talking about. You're rambling.
I'm
But
fucking stressed. My family's endangered.
I will go take care of this.
Fantastic.
Lorelai.
You will have to once I call for you.
The doctor.
Just come downstairs.
You said he attacked you?
Yeah.
Indrid goes and walks out of the room, and he begins to go downstairs.
I'm going.
Go ahead.
We're not going to let this town fall.
Well, absolutely not.
This, and I look around the room, was obviously he had already kidnapped one of our party members. We didn't even know. As much as what happened downstairs repulses me, I highly doubt that the Baron did not know what his son was.
Well, you say that you don't think that the Baron knew what his son was up to.
And I kind of look around and just like, there doesn't seem to be much chance of this being well hidden. He basically
Yeah.
has a butcher's table set up here.
Yeah, the Baron is absolutely complicit in what his son was doing.
Definitely.
As far as the wife, I mean, there's
decided.
a difference between blissfully ignorant and complacency,
And
and
I look
I
at
do believe that
Podrick.
she was.
And I said, we're going to go downstairs and we're going to tell the guards what happened. We discovered that the Baron was holding members of our party against their will, and that one of our party members was attacked trying to release them with no criminal charges, nothing. The fight escalated, and certain regrettable actions happened. But the Baron and his family are no longer with us. And their rule over this town is over. And we will be setting up a council government to take over in their stead. And if anyone has any objections, then Tyr's judgment will face them. And I'm Tyr's judgment.
I mean, I'm not really the Democratic
I turn
type.
around and walk out.
I mean, council government, democracy, whatever it may be. As long as my wife and then I see like he's just continuing walking. I'm just like, guy's kind of a dick. Are we? I'm gonna
I
look.
go out to him and I say, "Don't go down there until he calls you down there. He gave us instructions, and he's much more powerful than us."
So you guys notice that as Eric is getting ready to do this, Trey is not in the room anymore. And Trey, you come downstairs before everyone else does, as you were able to kind of sneak away from everyone. And the what you see are these two very well-equipped guardsmen, and they are speaking to Indrid. And as you're coming down, you see that with your magic vision, the words that he is saying to them are interlaced with enchantment. And they're just kind of like nodding along to him. And he said, and as you come down, you kind of catch the tail end of this conversation, and he says, and so that's why the Baron and his family are just going to go away on a bit of a vacation. So in the meantime, the two of you, congratulations, have been promoted to watch and govern in his stead until he returns. In the meantime, I would suggest getting ready for that festival that everyone loves so much. Wouldn't you agree? And they both just go, yes, 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 of course. That's what we'll do. We will let everyone know. And he kind of smiles at them and kind of taps them both on the shoulder and says, "Good lads, both of you. I knew it when I first saw you." And he turns to see you coming down, kind of sneaking away from everyone. And he says, "You got a little antsy there, but I can't blame you."
I mean, this is my problem to fix, not theirs.
Oh, but where are my manners? Trey, this is Kurt and Gregor. They both wave to you. Just, these two strapping young men are going to see to it that Valaki continues to run while the Baron is away. And he kind of looks over to the mess on the wall, and he says, "And they both love the new wallpaper that the Baroness was so kind to put up before she left."
I don't think we fought anyone downstairs.
Yeah,
Isn't-
nobody fought downstairs.
They are upstairs. They are
Oh,
on the
okay.
second.
I moved. I scrolled the screen
Oh.
to the first floor.
They are on the second floor with him.
Where? Okay, I moved my token down
so,
to the first
yeah,
floor.
here,
So I guess
allow
we're
me-
like in this area.
Allow me to.
Allow me
Boop.
to retort.
They are both here. They are both here. You would be here, and let's find a little token for my special boy.
Special boy?
Here we go. Nope, not this one. Never mind. Not that one.
Josh, you did hear me say I'm scouring this room for all the paper, right?
Yes, I did.
You have time.
I do now.
You most certainly
I'm
have.
stomping
wanna-
very angrily.
I want to look for any other like notes and stuff he had.
Give me an investigation check real quick.
Will do.
Investigate that chick.
Here we go.
A
This
10.
will
You rolled better than me.
a 10. Okay. So you were at least able to find the stack of papers here. You now have 10 extra sheets to make spell scrolls or or to add to your book.
Cool. And I don't remember if we went over this last week. Did we grab all the stuff from the manservant, like all his gear, his like the magical gear, because he would have told us? All right. So I'm gonna use.
So here's what you find. Here, I'll give you this with a 10. Here's
Yeah.
what you find. You find Victor's spellbook.
We went over that. That was given to me.
Yeah, you find Victor's spellbook. You found the vials, I believe, on him, like the health potions. You also found another vial that he had seen with
It's invisibility.
with enchantment, or I'm sorry, illusion. There was the invisibility potion. With the 10, I'll say you also noticed that his axe was very very keen looking.
It was magically delicious.
It looked like it had some magic on it. And then in the actual room up here, with the 10, you can recover all of Aceris's old gear, the staff and all of that, any potions she had on her.
Strip the body naked. Take everything of value. Leave the
Yeah.
carcass to rot.
Roller. She had good stuff, just saying.
And
Yeah, I'm not above it.
and here, let's see. Yeah, fuck it. You also see that Victor had a ring that looked magical.
Okay.
It had when you had your detect magic up, it had conjuration and transmutation on it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No,
will-
I'm sorry. It had conjuration and evocation and abjuration.
I will identify all these things later, but thank you. Just wanted to make sure I had them in my notes. And I know we got like half of that stuff last week, like most of Victor's stuff, but not Ivan's stuff, I think.
So Isaac's stuff. Isaac only really has the one cool thing on him aside from his potions,
Yeah.
and that's his axe, and that's the biggest thing that you find. You don't really spend a whole lot of time. There's not a whole lot of time for you to like really thoroughly search his pockets or anything, and because you spent a lot of time gathering up all this shit in here and gathering up his stuff, and now now you're moving, like it's time to go. So you snatch up the axe, and that's the only thing that catches your eye, and you are good to go. So downstairs here, Indrid is introducing you, Trey, to your two new friends, Kurt and Gregor.
Hello, Gregor.
And they're just both kind of they look a little lost, but they're both happy to be here. And as Indrid turns back around to you, he says, "What I've done here is as close to permanent as can be done. So I recommend that we get the manor ready." Kurt, Gregor. They both nod at the same time, and they begin to head back downstairs. Yeah. Get in the nope, wrong. There we go. They both begin to head back downstairs, and it's at this time that Indrid lets out this loud whistle that gives you guys the signal upstairs to head downstairs.
I was gonna say, when did I actually come barreling downstairs?
Yeah, you would be heading downstairs about now.
As I'm walking away, I look at the chimney and the bricks, think about the escape that could have been, and then I continue forward through the toilet portal.
Magic toilet portal.
After gathering up all this stuff, putting it like wherever, I hand the axe to Lorelei, and I'm like, "Hold this, please."
Hold this,
Quick
please.
quick clarification.
Oh, and I do get my dagger back from Lorelei because she never used it.
Quick clarification from
I didn't get a chance.
clarification from the party. I did not get a definite who is taking Asarius, or if you're even taking Asarius' body.
I'll take Asarius' body.
Okay. So you get her off the table, and you notice that the iron that had bound her down, on the underside of it, you recognize some of the sigils and runes for dispel magic and counterspell. This abjuration, this like anti-magic runes. that kind of helped keep her in place. They had been
Lame.
inscribed along the inside of it.
Lame.
So you take Asterius's body. Are you just like wrapping her up because she's kind of in her skivvies here?
Yeah. I put her and I take off my cloak and I wrap her up
Okay.
because my cloak's big.
Yeah, big boy, big furry boy. Take small dead body, wrap it in big cloak, and you head down the stairs. Everyone is now able to get down there. Eric, you get down there and you see that that he is Trey is there and he is talking with Indrid. And you get there just in time to hear this portion of their conversation as he says, "I appreciate thinking of me in time of need. Really, I do. It's very flattering. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you know here that it's not always going to be this easy. There are other things that I have that demand my attention. And I'm happy to help in as many ways as I am possible, but I won't always be there to bail you out of a situation like this."
I turn to Trey. I say, I don't know what happened down here. You said you killed them. I don't know why.
The guards are gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Just
gone
making
down.
sure.
Yeah.
They have gone downstairs.
I said, you said you killed them, and I don't know why. But Tyr will not let this rest. There are reasons to take a life. There are reasons to kill. I pray that what happened here falls within those reasons. And I walk downstairs.
So Eric walks past you, and Podrick's just kind of standing there, and he watches him go off. But before he goes with him, he turns to you, Trey, and he says, "He means well, you know. My cousin can be a bit intense sometimes, but
He has every right to be intense. This is
he's a good man, and I'm sure that you had your reasons. These people did not seem right to me. But it seems. I'm just glad you're on our side." And he turns and goes to follow Eric.
am I alone at this point?
Everyone else is kind of coming down behind you.
Well, if they've all kind of taken off, I am probably going to mumble to myself. I don't even know how anyone knows what side they're on anymore. And then I'm just going to like go down the stairs.
So as you turn to leave, Indrid kind of takes you on the shoulder. He just says, "I want to be very clear. I'm rooting for all of you. This place, it changes you. I only hope that it changes all of you for the better. But for now, you are one shorter. And it will be difficult. It was already difficult. It will be worse. I'm going to see what I can do for you. But I'm going to need all of you to keep it together.
DM question.
Yes.
Was I ever paid for my werewolves? Because I think that I had mentioned...
The money was placed on the table for you.
All right. I'm going
so
to...
It is still downstairs on the table.
As we were leaving,
want to go get
I grabbed the that was like 500 gold, right?
Yeah, it is 500 gold.
I would take my 500
he had actually added another 100 gold in there for you persuading him to divvy up a bit more with the size of your group, and also the fact that you had killed 3 instead of 1 werewolf.
I'll split that up later, but I am gonna. This is a nice estate. I'm sure that the Baroness liked at one point before her untimely death flowers and such.
Oh yes, very much so. There's actually for Barovia. There's actually a very lovely garden out back. As nice as the flowers can get around here.
Are there any like vases that have like a nice like bouquet in them? Is bouquet the right word? I think it is.
I see where you're going with this, and give me an investigation check.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Gonna come home to the missus with a
How many coins do we have in the bowl?
Okay, so currently that is an excellent question, and I forgot to mention it at the beginning.
I've been meaning to bring it up.
Yeah, I forgot to mention at the beginning. You are currently at 6 coins in the bowl.
I am not going to use a coin for that. I am just going to assume that all of the flowers that I find are splattered with viscera and blood, and I am going to decide not to grab those and continue on outside. Am I aware what Indrid told these individuals, the guards, saying like, you're going to rule in the Baron's place while he's away?
If Trey is going to share that information with you, you will be.
Real quick, Anthony got a lend a hand.
Okay, which is a D4, correct?
I think it's a +1.
All right, so
lend a hand is a +1, so you find 3. So you find this beautiful blood rose. It has this like deep magenta in its petals, and at the center of it, it's kind of this scarlet crimson red, and it looks like it is the centerpiece to this particular part of the garden. This almost as if it was the pride and joy. It looks beautiful. It looks like it would be exactly what the missus wants. And as you instinctively just go, oh yes, and you go to reach for it to try to trim it, you pierce your thumb on one of its thorns and kind of snap the stem just a bit, causing it to go a little crooked. So you have a crooked blood rose that you can take to the missus.
But this was out in the garden, right? There's no
This
like.
was out in the garden. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I don't have to worry about it being like like some fucking artery that's hanging from it. Okay, cool.
No. It is not covered in viscera.
All right, fantastic. I'll.
The blood is only in the name.
I'll take it.
Okay.
And
now there is a little bit of blood on it, but it's
sure, that's
from your thumb.
What's the name? The blue something in, right?
The blue water inn.
Yeah.
In town.
Okay, so first question, Trey, or Jonathan, as Trey, do you tell me what Indrid told these guards as far as an excuse?
So I'm a little spaced out, but if you say anything to me or ask what's going on or mention something to me, I have no problem sharing the information. Okay. But I'm just kind of like in blank stare world.
Yeah, and I feel like Johnny would have reached, kind of checked on him, waiting, like, and kind of guided him down, just trying to be a little more caring than everybody else, just like moving past, understanding that they're not from here. And so, yeah, hearing that the guards were told that they're going to be the new rulers of Vallaki, I am going to stop and talk to those two individuals and say, you know what, I did hear about your esteemed promotion. Just let you know that there is going to be some other individuals coming up to act as council members for your new titles. They'll make sure to introduce themselves and tell you exactly where to go from here to make sure that. And I kind of look back at where I know that there is a pool of blood that whenever the Baron does get back, that he is in well hands, and make sure that you are not on the wrong end of a spike due to some negligence.
I mean, frankly, if the Baron wants to go and have himself some time away, I am not upset at it at all.
Oh, yeah, no.
And Gregor chimes in and he says, no, not at all, really. It's always a little tense around the festival times. I think everyone could use a vacation.
Absolutely, I 100% agree. And just to make sure that you don't have a lot of stress on you from managing and running a township such as the size of Vallaki, we are going to be sending you some help to assist with this. So just sit back. Enjoy yourself. The festival is coming up. You did great jobs with those werewood.
You're Johnny. Right?
That is correct. Yes, I am Johnny.
Mr. Trinity, if I could let you in on a little trade secret.
Yeah, I look around, make sure nobody else is listening in, and I'm pandering, but
the town really runs itself.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, I figured as such,
The Baron is just here to collect taxes and throw lavish parties.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? And I think that now,
and Gregor chimes in. Gregor chimes in and kind of elbows him in the side and says, "And to pay us."
You know what? Yeah, I do. And I kind of feel the weight of the 500 or 600 gold on my pouch right now. I understand that 100%. So how about this right now? How about we utilize those funds that we were using to fill line the Baron's pockets for the better good of the people, as well as making sure that you guys are well taken care of. But you know what? Right now, I think that is really good to give back a little bit. Make sure that these people are not only told all will be well, but also making sure they will be well. Are we on the same page here?
Make a persuasion check.
All right, hold on. Shit, where's persuasion at? There it is. Oh, damn it. Okay. Wow.
Oh my god.
Zero.
I
Use
did.
a coin,
How?
please.
How is
like
this? How? How? Oh, it's
Two natural
beautiful.
ones in a row. Use a
It's-
coin. Do it.
All right, I'll use one
come
coin.
on.
Okay. All right. I will. Did a coin? A coin has been
God.
Oh
removed
man.
at 5.
Three in a row.
What?
No.
No.
Roll again.
No.
Roll again. Roll again right now. Roll
There
again
has to
right
be
now.
something wrong.
What the heck?
Wow,
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
you're just rolling hot garbage.
What the hell
All
is
right.
going
What?
on?
Okay, hang on.
Someone
on,
clip
hang
this
on.
shit.
Someone else roll, please. I need
I
to
will.
know.
I will. I'll roll
need
right
to
now.
know in my heart of hearts that this is not just actually the Curse of Strahd.
Oh my god! What?
Okay, yeah. So
I feel like I'm gonna throw up right now. Like, what the heck?
In all of my years of playing Dungeons and Dragons, I have never rolled 3 natural ones in a row,
0.
but also
That's a turkey bait.
getting a hey, just go
Right.
ahead and roll one more. It's fine from the DM, and then rolling
Then,
a,
like-
still a 1, but a dirty 1.
Yeah.
I'm
think you're
gonna. I
just
mean,
really
I was gonna keep the original roll. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't like somehow accidentally toggle
Like-
auto crit fail somehow.
Yeah.
I know you can toggle auto crits, for
Yeah.
coup
Oh
de
my
grace
God.
and what like that, but like,
This is
oh shit,
awful. What?
that's nuts. So they both they both look at you, and they look at each other, and they look back, and Kurt says, "Are you suggesting that we are skimming off the Baron, off the taxes?"
Well, no, not at all. I'm not saying that you are yourself are skimming. I'm just saying that this might be a good opportunity to give back to the people that work so hard to make sure that this town runs smoothly by itself, as you did say.
Yes, Kurt. We should give back. It's an excellent idea, Mr. Trinity. We will see to it that it goes to the right hands.
Okay, I have one last thing I want to do, and then I'll stop. I'll shut up. I want to do an insight check to make sure that I know that these people, like, I know that they're probably just being like, yeah, we're just gonna fucking hoard this money for ourselves. But I want to say when he said we'll give back, does he mean like they're gonna be like murderous, malicious assholes, or are they just going to just be greedy assholes?
All right, make your insight check.
And I swear to God, if it's a 1, I quit. This one I have a +2.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
Who did you piss off, man?
What?
They seem at least Gregor seems to be on board with you. Kurt might take some convincing, but him and Gregor seem to be two peas.
Yeah. Like I go and like, yeah, you guys are on the front page.
Yeah, in fact, you have a good feeling about this.
Yeah. Fucking shit. I'm gonna kill him at some point. It's fine. I leave with my broken flower.
I think you just summoned Cthulhu.
I fucking think so. Yeah. I'm done.
That's my other campaign.
Wow.
We need Lauren.
Right?
Lauren, we need you.
Man,
Summoning
woof. What?
This is
what dice roll?
Getting it out.
insanity.
I'm getting it out now, so whenever it's super important,
Yeah.
I'm just rolling natural
Sure.
20, natural 20, and throwing that like sneak attack damage on there. It's gonna be great.
or 1d4 of us will
Wow.
instantly die as Cthulhu just appears.
Right?
That's a risk
You
I'm
don't-
willing to take.
You
Something.
don't die when he appears.
1d4 people
You go
instantly
mad.
die.
You
Or
go
you're
mad.
eaten.
You just go mad. It's fine.
Mm-mm.
And the infinite madness tables are pretty cool in D&D 5e. If you haven't seen them, they're pretty
they're
freaking
cool.
cool, you guys.
The ones
can't-
from
I
Descent?
can't wait to use them on you.
Oh shit.
Either way, all of you are now kind of coming out, and the other guards see you, and they seem confused as you're coming outside, but you're being escorted by Kurt and Gregor, so it's good enough for them. And they just continue to stand at their posts, and you guys are led to the front gates and released back into the wilds of Valaki.
So, what's the plan? Are we going back to? Or sorry. All right. So, what's the plan? Are we going back to my house?
What happens when they find all the gore upstairs?
I do
Or the
think that.
head of the Baron in his bedroom?
Well, I do think that our friend kind of took care of that. I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully, what happens is they believe that our friends Gregor and Kurt there staged a coup, and they hold them responsible, and then shit happens. It's fine, but right now, I think the most important thing is to distance ourselves from this place, being as not being in the immediate area.
We also have this to take care of. And I'm holding it serious.
Oh, I was like,
He's
Uh,
still holding her very dead body.
I did want to mention that. Do me a favor, don't let Abraham see that.
Yeah, it's wrapped up, obviously. I was hoping we could bury it as soon as possible.
It's
Yeah,
not an
yeah.
8.
It's a body. I'm sorry. It's her. It frustrated, confused.
Give her to me. I will make sure that she is buried and will rest peacefully.
Thank you. That's what I intended to say.
Podrick, can you help me?
Of course. He kind of looks around, being in front of the Baron's house still, and he says, "We're not."
There's a church around here, right?
There is a church in town.
We will take her to the church and bury her on holy soil. And we will prepare the ceremony for her funerary rites. I don't know who she worshipped, but Tyr can watch out for her now.
Okay,
I
so
thought Sarius told you she hunted monsters.
That doesn't tell me who she worshipped.
did you say she hunted or honored monsters?
Hunted.
Oh, I thought you
Like
said
she
honored
has
monsters.
stakes in her backpack, holy water. It's what she did.
They already looted your body.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they did. Just leave the hemp necklace on her. It's what she
I'm going to be
believed.
performing ceremony, so you will not rise as undead.
Thank you. That was what she really did not want at all, ever again.
Yeah, I have ceremony.
Okay.
I have ceremony as a prepared spell, and I still have first level slots left. So.
Okay.
So the church in town is kind of on the opposite side of town, but it's on the way back to Johnny's.
And she worshipped the sovereign host.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
know
but
who that is.
we wouldn't know that.
No, I'm letting you know. But no,
so
you.
you said the church is near my house?
On the way to your house.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna. How about how far away is the inn from the church?
It's like a, I'd say maybe a 7-minute walk.
Okay. I'm going to.
So, here, I think I have a handout that I can show you guys.
And her full name was Asarius Yolestra. So you can put that on the cross that's like 2 pieces of wood.
Podrick's smarter than me. I'll let him do it.
Okay.
Cool.
So, you guys are. Oh, here. Let me bring you onto the screen. Pow.
Bow wow.
Is it showing?
It's the map.
Is
The
it
map of
showing
Vallaki?
for everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me zoom out a little bit
So-
more. There you go.
You guys are over here at the Baron's house.
Mm-hmm.
This here is the church. This here is the Blue Water Inn.
So we're gonna walk by both on the way
Johnny-
to.
Johnny essentially lives kind of on the outskirts of town in this little residential area, just on the outskirts, just outside of the actual like gate. Still within the bounds, but like not in Vallaki proper.
Got it.
Got it. I'm gonna, as we're passing the inn, I look over at Eric. I'm like, I do have to pick something up for the missus real quick. If you, I can meet you guys over at the church. I'll just
It'll
be a
take
moment.
time to prepare anyway.
I understand. And I'm gonna just pop in and get those 2 bottles of wine that my wife made me promise to get her, due to the fuckery that was going on whenever I showed up at the house with Abraham and Trey.
Okay.
And they were not cheap. I know that, but I can't remember exactly what they were.
I have them written down.
Oh, you are fucking star.
They are the Great Mash Red Dragon Crush is the high quality.
Yes. Red Dragon Crush was the one that she wanted.
Red Dragon. Oh, Great Mash / Red Dragon Crush. So that's just run on set there.
Great Mash number 3 is the box wine of this
Yeah.
this place. Gets the job done. Doesn't really taste necessarily like garbage, but like it's definitely
Baroanzia. Yeah, not my best.
close enough.
Yeah.
Boo, but close enough.
Franzovia. That's better. That's better. Yeah.
Now you got it.
That first attempt was about as good as Great Mash number 3 is in comparison.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Oh,
his
there you go.
rolls tonight.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say too.
I didn't want to go there, but I can go there.
Oh,
But you've already done it
I
for me,
deserve
so.
Random chance, man. You didn't.
You
do
didn't
anything
deserve
wrong.
it. There's no reason for that to have happened.
I'm sure that's something. Not Johnny, because Johnny is the best of us, but
Yeah, right.
he has probably done something to deserve it. So that's okay. So yeah. how much
Somewhere
is
it's karma catching up.
And I'm specifically doing this before I split up the money.
Yeah, so you head there, get these 2 bottles. So since you're part of the group that brought them back, he's going to give you a bit of a discount, and you can get both of them for 50 gold.
50?
Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
You're buying the entire bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I have the wine, and
So you are splitting up from the group, right? To go do this.
just for a moment, and I'm gonna run and catch up.
Got it. Everyone else is going to the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
So you all arrive at this church, and the church is this very this very old stone building, with this large steeple in the back. It's kind of lined with these chipped and cracked stained glass windows, depicting these very pious looking people Um, there's a little graveyard off to the side that's kind of enclosed by this wrought iron fence and gate. A couple of gravestones in clusters here and there, and the church itself has this large symbol at the top of its steeple, that is this depiction of this large blazing sun, um, and it is most likely, none of you have seen this exact symbol. It's similar to a couple in both of the worlds that you are from. Um, this looks kind of similar to Keem, um, for the two of you who are from Perinia. And there are a number of different gods who use the imagery of like fire and burning suns and all of that in Faerun. But it's not quite. It's almost as if it is a combination of several different ideas that share the same premise, realized in one symbol. You assume that this is the symbol for the Morning Lord, the person, or sorry, the deity rather, that has been referred to, one of the two in Barovia that Johnny kind of mentioned and talked about. The one that they are honoring in the festival that's coming up here. And as you guys approach, the church itself is, it looks fairly empty. It looks kind of ragged and worn over time. And yet it still remains one of the most pristine and clean buildings in all of Valaki. As you all approach, you can see that there is a man out front in very simple robes. He is kind of adorned with these holy vestments that are trimmed in this kind of gold tassel. This looks to be in his like late 60s, and assisting him, kind of tending to the grounds, is this younger boy, about 14, also wearing these robes, but not the vestments. And as you both approach, they both take notice of you. The older man, kind of slow to get up, stands to his feet, and he walks up to the gate, and he says, "Welcome. You're a bit early for the festival, and the next sermon isn't for quite some time. But you are welcome to enter the grounds if you are in need of counsel or prayer."
We are in need of holy ground. And I am holding a body.
So the way it's wrapped up, being still in unless you have produced the fact that, like, hey, I need to bury this person.
No.
She was not very large, so it looks like you're just kind of carrying something in a cloak.
We
But
have suffered a loss.
As you say that you need holy ground, he looks, and it's almost only now that he's noticing what you're carrying, and he says, I see. You have my condolences, of course. There is room available. And he kind of begins to shuffle over to the gate to the cemetery. You see him kind of fumble with some keys for a second,
I follow.
and he opens up the gate, and he says, "Yet another poor soul taken by these lands."
I am going to use Divine Sense as I walk in.
Into the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
So you do notice that there's kind of a thin mist that it's very thinly blanketing the area around the graveyard, but inside, your divine sense tells you that this plot here it has been consecrated.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it basically lets me see if it's affected by the Hollow spell. So basically, blighted land for the most part.
Yes. No, the land is hollowed.
Okay.
It is or sorry, hallowed rather.
I said, do you have
This
shovels,
this
Father? We
this
are not
this
prepared.
this portion here is not cursed.
I said, do you have shovels? We are not prepared, unfortunately.
He says, "I will fetch the gravekeeper for you." And he begins to make his way around back. There's a little cabin. After a few minutes, this kind of brawnier character comes out, kind of covered in caked on mud and dirt, and he's kind of dragging this shovel along the side of him. That he almost wields it like a club, and he comes up to you and says, "We bury another."
Yes, please.
Anything in particular that you want as far as headstones go, or are there any special rituals that are needed for the body? Or
I will be preparing, and I will be completing the rituals for her burial.
will they be requiring any candles or any
Good
incense, any specific components to this ritual? I have many things for those.
Powdered silver.
Powdered silver, which I probably have, and that's about it. Damn, 25 gold with the powdered silver.
Yeah, if you rolled a Syria, she had it on her.
And then, yeah, that's it.
So you produced the pouch with the powdered silver that she had on her person. He nods, and he kind of very unenthusiastically motions out across the graveyard, and he says, "Any plots will do."
Just a plot that gets as much light as possible.
He leads you over to this plot that kind of sits just outside of the shadow of the steeple.
Mm-hmm. This will be fine. Thank you.
And he begins to dig. You kind of sit there watching him. He looks a little a little dead behind the eyes. He hasn't shown any real emotion this whole time that you've seen him, but the man can dig. This guy has a grave dug in 3 minutes.
Jesus.
And as he kind of climbs out of there, he hops up, and you see him kind of coming up out of the grave, and like you're seeing as he's pulling himself up and kind of really flexing that this guy is built like an absolute brick shit house. It's very unassuming when he's just kind of standing there caked in mud, but seeing him work and seeing him move, he might be the second most busiest person in all of Valaki.
Gotcha. So Podrick and I will by the way, real quick, out of character, this cloak is not magical, right? It can serve as a shroud.
Yep.
Okay. So we lay her to rest, and I begin ceremony is literally an instantaneous touch spell, so there's nothing really to it. I sprinkle the silver across her body, and I cast ceremony and touch her. And I stand up and I look around and I said, "Does anyone want to say any words?"
Sarius kept me alive in the short time I knew her very well. And she was a valiant fighter. I was proud to have traveled with her for the short time we did.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more to save her.
Asarius came to this place and it took her away from her own goals. But without knowing us, she agreed to aid us. She was a giving person, a kind person. And she did not deserve this.
Podrick kind of steps forward and says, I didn't know this person, but to hear these kind words from all of you who know her slightly better than I can tell that she was good. We won't forget her.
I nod to the gravedigger.
He stands over the grave. He says, "Night has fallen on this one, and to dust this one returns. May the morning Lord shine upon her. May she find peace." And he begins to fill in the grave.
I write down her full name on like a spare. I probably have some kind of small piece of parchment and a piece of charcoal. And I say, and I give it to the gravekeeper, the gravedigger, and I said, for her headstone. And I pass him 5 gold.
He takes both.
Make sure
And
it is worthy of her.
He nods and pockets the money, and takes the parchment, and kind of folds it up, and puts it very neatly into his pocket. And he looks to all of you and says, "You may take as much time as you need. There will be no rush for you here." And he begins to move back towards the cabin behind the church. And Eric, as you were all standing there, kind of looking over this grave and giving it its last moments of respect and silence, something catches your eye on the outside of the fence.
I look towards whatever caught my eye.
You look up and you see a young woman, and she is just staring at you. Her hair is kind of fallen down over her face, but you can just see the eye, one singular eye, staring directly at you. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
I don't like wisdom saves. Actually, I don't hate them, but don't really like them either. 1 second. Wisdom save, correct?
Yes.
$16.
So you lock eyes with this woman, and as she kind of raises her head more, the hair falls from her face, and you see her again. And she is sobbing tears of blood.
I walk towards her.
As you begin to move towards her, you are overcome with these images that flood your mind. Images of your past. And you are reliving the moments where you first found her. And she simply asks, "Why?" and vanishes. And Podrick looks up to you and says, "What is it, cousin?"
Goes.
He looks in the direction that you were starting to walk, and I don't much care for this place.
You will only be here as long as it takes. Now stay close. This entire place is dangerous.
So, Johnny, it's about now that you're catching up after stopping off and getting what you need. And you see them all kind of gathered around this freshly dug grave.
Well, I'm sorry it took so long. I did not mean to be absent for the entire ceremony. I hope you do forgive me. I look it down at the wine, and I look over at like the rose. I go, all right, it's fine. And I put the rose on the headstone, or the where the headstone will be. Yeah. I go. I don't really know her too well, but for the time we did spend together, she definitely got a lot of us out of a bind. So I think this is about as good as we can do for her at the moment. And hopefully, whenever you guys are on your way back in your homes, you remember her fondly and honor her as you do wherever you are said from. Johnny's feeling like kind of awkward, just like, shit, what the fuck do I say? Just kind of like back up just a hair, just let you guys all grieve on your own.
Easter Dragon has followed us. Thank you.
So as you guys are all reunited and standing over this grave, you all feel a chill pass over you. And there's this strong gust of wind that comes from the west of this building. I'm sorry, from the east of the building. And as you guys kind of look out towards the wall and the area that is coming from, you can see that underneath a tree that is a ways off behind the graveyard here, there is a hooded man standing there watching you. And he slowly begins to remove the hood from his head. And the four of you see a very familiar face. Smiling, a big toothy grin at you. And he speaks out to you in a voice that is barely above a whisper, and yet you hear it as clear as day from as far away from you as he is. And he says, "What a shame. One of the meddlers gone. And I didn't even get to properly introduce myself to her. We were barely acquainted. I see you've made a new addition. Hello there."
Who's he looking at and talking to?
Me.
Johnny.
This is fucking Strahd, right? Like, I'm not tripping.
This is Strahd.
Yeah, okay, cool. I was like,
He
oh,
is,
no, this is from back in the. He's just creepy as shit. All right, fine.
He's just creepy as shit.
Oh, it's just old Gary. He just hangs out behind the tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got thaumaturgy. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. He flunked out of cleric school, but he learned thaumaturgy. That's the only thing.
It's really just like 101, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your first day in cleric class. Everybody learns how to talk real loud and open doors with their mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am. Metaphorically, or not metaphorically, I am possibly shitting my pants, but
You can roll if you want, but
No,
your
no,
roll
no. Like,
might have to change those trousers.
yeah.
He's kind of looking you over, and he says, "Have we met? You look familiar."
I do not
Guide.
believe we have had the pleasure.
He's a local guide we hired. He's not part of this.
But you're all a part of it now. You're all here. You're in my domain.
I'm gripping my sword handle so hard with my left hand that it creaks.
Remember last time, holy warrior.
I think last time I got a decent shot in.
I'm remembering the state of being that they were in whenever I found them, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I don't give a shit if you got a good shot. You all got fucking mollywomp.
I'm just gonna step one step forward, and I am holding in every bit of agitation I have about every level of the situation all together, and I'm going to stare at him, and I'm going to say, "You may think you got a good shot in, but I don't think any one of us here is so pathetic that we have to drag people in from another world just to find a date, that we can't even get to like us without having to try to magically seduce them. How pathetic is that?"
I'm just sitting there like, the fuck are you doing? Like, but with my eyes.
Yeah, even Killerin was like, "Oh."
Now.
He took it there.
That's no way to talk to your future brother-in-law.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you think this is going to end with you being my future brother-in-law, you have things gravely miscalculated. Emphasis on the word gravely.
He kind of like looks around at where you're standing, and just like, was that supposed to be humor?
Well, I mean, I'd say if you ended up here, it would be funny, but you won't, because this is consecrated ground. I don't think you can end up here.
It's a shame that all of you have to struggle like this. Why don't you just make it easier on yourselves? Come to me.
Why don't you play fair and release my sister? And if she actually liked you, she would stay with you.
I don't
Or is
know.
it deep down inside, even you know no one could love you?
I think that I have quite a magnetic personality. I think I have a way with strong women. Wouldn't you say so, Lorelei? And I need you to make a wisdom save.
I don't care how many tokens you have to take out of the pot. Don't fail that.
You had to do it while I was eating too, huh?
Yes.
Ho ho! 18.
Okay. Do. Let me look at stats. You said 18?
Mm-hmm.
So you look up
All of a
at
sudden,
him.
I don't feel good about this 18.
You look up at him.
Wait a minute.
And-
Wait a minute. How close is she to me?
We're all standing around the grave.
I don't know how close would you have been standing.
Around the
Like
grave,
you're
so within
just
15,
around
20
the grave.
feet.
Yeah,
She
I'd
has
say
a
probably
plus
within
4
like
to that
15.
save.
Okay, so
Okay.
22.
So 22. So good news. Mixed news.
Mm.
Your the sound of your own name just echoes and reverberates through your mind. And you are overcome with rage. And I need you to make a melee attack on the person closest to you within reach.
Do it to me. I'd be standing next to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, who's standing next to me?
Eek.
That'll hit.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
God damn it!
Oh, shit.
Woo!
I am near death.
17 is the actual damage she is raging. Unless has your rage damage increased at this level? At 6?
I don't think so,
I don't believe it does. I think that's a little bit higher up.
because I still haven't done it yet. But I
me
was
check.
looking at it, and they didn't say anything about it increasing.
I guess I
Yeah,
could have shielded that, but nah.
Well, if that made me go into a rage too, this is the very last rage I have until the long rest. Just saying.
I'm pulling up the chart. Barbarian Rage does not go up until 9th.
9th, that's what it is. That's right. So go ahead and make your second attack
God.
on someone else who is also next to you. That is not.
I'll take it.
I don't know. 18.
Can I use my reaction to impose disadvantage?
Sure.
That would have missed me anyway.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's good. Then I won't roll again. I'll just.
Go ahead and roll again, just in case you crit fail.
Okay. Mm-mm.
That actually hits me.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay, so you swing wildly, but you manage to shake it off very quickly, snapping out of it almost instantaneously as you have done it. And he just smiles. And he says, "You're getting weaker. A few more days here should soften you up quite nicely."
Is Lorelai like still like raging out, or is she like calmed down by now?
So she's technically still raging for a little bit, but she kind of calms herself and steadies herself. and
Silently raging in my head at him.
he kind of moves along the fence line, and he says, "I wish that I could stay, but I have quite the lovely young woman waiting for me at home, and I hate to keep her waiting."
Well, she'll always be waiting as long as she stays your prisoner. Set her free and see how long she stays, or if she waits then.
You really should come and visit for dinner. She'd be thrilled to see you again.
Don't worry. We'll be over sometime soon. Might be the last dinner you have, but we'll be over soon.
Consider it a formal invitation.
Consider that I am never going to give you a formal invitation to anything.
Enjoy your time here. You can't stay in this fence forever. I'll be seeing all of you very, very soon. And he's almost salivating as he says that. And he looks to you, Johnny, and gives you a wink. And you see him kind of throw his cloak back, and this swarm of ravens kind of engulfs him and bursts out into the sky. And I think that is a good place to take a break. Everyone can grab a drink and go potty and poop their pants if they want to.
There you go.
Change the pants if you pooped them already. But it is 8:14. We will be back at 8:24 with more exciting angst.
All right, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
too.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for waiting so patiently. We are live again. We're going to pass it back to Josh so he can finish making us sad.
Yay! I hurt my friends. For you, the
That was
viewer.
a nice funeral. Thank you.
So as this cloud of raven disperses, you guys can see that the town of Valaki has kind of stayed unchanged here. It's everything seems back to normal, which is to say, still terrible because you are in Barovia, but the air is no longer as frigid, and everything has seemed to stop standing still, returning back to its normalcy.
So Kilrim like clutches the gaping wound that Lorelei just put in him, and he goes, "Lorelei, can you heal me? I know you probably can't, but I figure it's worth asking randomly."
God damn it. Bullshit. Motherfucker.
I hand Kilrim a healing potion.
Okay, I was gonna say
It's
I
a
think
regular
I'll as
healing
well.
potion. It's not greater.
I was more of making a bad joke, honestly.
I know, but
Take
you're
me
still
rest.
bleeding all over the place.
I don't like that. I don't like that guy.
I will
don't.
just do Kilrum. You get 10 hit points back from me.
Thank you, Trey. I hand the potion back.
And that's it for me with healing today. Easily, at least.
I glare at Trey and walk off.
Wait, why are you glaring at me?
Because you exist today.
Oh,
Well, in all fairness, I may not exist tomorrow, so let's just take this one day at a time,
It is
and we can see
Barovia.
how angry you are each day.
I'm going after this whole experience. I am going straight for my house. I just
Johnny's
kind of
running
turn
off.
and leave. Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow, Johnny.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. You guys will be at the inn, right?
Yeah, get your rest. You've earned it.
All right. Just keep going.
I did pay for rooms for everybody. Oh, damn it. Johnny never split that gold.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, after he did say, oh yeah, I did split or I did pay for rooms. Like, shit, hold on a minute. And I go back and I split up some gold with them, but I had to find out how much it is because I did spend some of it on the wine. You said
have
50?
50 left.
550.
No, 450 left after spending 50, right?
I got
No, he has
600.
He got
600.
600.
He has
I got
550 left.
500. Yeah.
With the extra gold included.
So divided by
5
4.
now.
Yeah, divide 5 now. Yeah. Everybody gets 110.
Cool.
When you hand me my portion of it, I look at you and say, if you think it do any good, you're fired.
Hey, if I think it would matter, I would never let you guys in my house in the fucking first place, and I leave.
Man, this is a really dark act 2 that we're going into.
It's Empire Strikes Back, baby!
All the heroes are dispersed and feeling bad.
Scattered across the galaxy.
I love it. This
But
is
I still have
this
my
is
hand!
Curse of Strahd.
No one's
Yeah,
called
so
said there to my dad.
are the 4 of you going to go take your rooms at the inn, or
Yeah.
I need
I've
a
got
long
some
rest.
identifying to do.
I've got a long rest I need a long rest like no one's ever needed a long rest before.
I got my spot already.
Shut up. You're being
So-
lazy and laying in a coffin.
That was actually really fucking good.
The longest rest, and permanent. Not even Terry Crews could dig a grave in 3 minutes.
Oh my
Don't
god.
you dare say that. He would absolutely be able
I
Oh wait,
love it.
wait,
got the monitor right now.
Wait, hang on, wait. Who's that?
That's just something I don't believe.
Here's
And
the-
ladies and gentlemen, this is
Jesus
also why you
Christ.
need to be in Discord.
Yeah.
We discovered
Uh,
my wife does not know who Terry Crews is.
Me neither. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him before.
Mhm. Never seen that guy before in my life.
Never. I think he was in a commercial one time. So, the party kind of splits up here. The four of you returning to the inn. Johnny, you return home. When you return home, Johnny, you are very warmly greeted by your son, and it's possibly the best greeting that you have ever had in your entire life. You rush home, and it is so good to see everything in order still. I mean, it's the same as it always is every time. You know, the excited young boy running up, arms outstretched, ready to get scooped up, and your wife just kind of standing at the doorway, giving you that knowing smile, while also somehow still also giving you the side eye for all of the insanity that happened earlier.
I look at her like,
and
you will not believe the day I had. But I did get your wine as promised, and I made most of them pay for it too, whether they know it or not. And I kind of hand over the wine to her. I believe that you will be enjoying this quite well.
we will be enjoying this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I when I say you, I do mean we. Plus, trust me, we have had a fucking day. And I'm sorry, Abraham, we have had a day. And as soon as he goes to bed, I'll tell you all about it.
She leans forward and kisses you and takes the wine bottles from you, and leads you back into the house. The four of you return back to the inn, and Kilrim divvies up the keys for the rooms, and each of you claim a room for your own. And I do believe because you have an extra key with an extra room.
Yep.
If you want to try to return it and get some of that money back.
Yeah, I will go.
I don't know if he has an extra key because I think originally y'all were thinking I wasn't staying in the inn, and now I no longer feel comfortable staying over at Johnny's, so I am staying at the inn.
You know what? That's true. You said you
That
were going to
is
sleep on the
true.
bed.
That
Yep.
is- that is true. So now, yeah, you have exactly the right room. You divvy up rooms, and what is everyone doing? Johnny, you're kind of sharing wine with your wife and regaling her with what went on after dinner, and you put Abraham to bed.
I love you, wife. She's probably not the hell this is, but
Yeah, I love you too, husband.
yeah. Yes, both my and fake.
Her face appeared on Terry Crews.
Oh
Just
God,
a
that's
moment,
awesome,
like-
man! I wish I'd
a
seen that. I
second, for, like,
missed it.
1 second.
Somebody clip it right
She was
now.
like-
Please,
she's
somebody
like,
go clip
face
that.
just appeared on Terry Crews' body. And
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I tell her, and let's Let's circle back to that conversation. Actually,
Can't let
I wanna-
fate
I wanna
wipe
see
out
what
Doomy.
they-
Yeah, so we're gonna come back to it. I just want to know, like, is there anything else that you have planned for the evening?
No, really, right now I am trying to relax and take account of the actions that happened, and take account of the actions that are going to happen, and then decide what Johnny is doing. Or Johnny's deciding what he's really up for, because whenever he went to go collect his bounty, this is not the way that it was supposed to go.
Right on. Kilrim, you are gonna identify stuff.
I was gonna also like say to Lorelai, like I'll invite her, like say it's boring, but do you want to watch? Maybe you can have this axe. So I'm gonna invite her, and maybe we could talk.
Yeah, I'll go. I was gonna say she's gonna go straight to bed and just be alone because she's feeling
Then say no.
god awful. But
Isolation.
but when Kilrum offers that, she says, "Yeah, maybe a little bit better that I'm not alone for a little bit." I'll go
Growth
with
as
you.
a person.
So we'll get back to
Trey,
that when everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah. Trey, what are your plans for the evening?
Well, I have absolutely no good plans for the evening. I think I'm better off staying in the room and contemplating what is even the purpose of existence in Barovia.
It's kind of what. That's kind of what.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of
I mean-
what Lorelai was gonna do. But
Okay. Eric, you and Podrick are obviously going to be sharing your room.
Yep.
What are your plans for the evening?
Hi.
Just to rest, or is there, like, I'm asking, like, is there anything in particular you
No,
want to
no,
get
no, no.
done,
Just
or
rest,
so
recuperate.
like a peek behind the kimono here? Since you guys are all separated in different rooms, I need to know what scenes am I going to be running through before we're all done with the long rest.
I'm just gonna rest. Do my best to rest, maintain my equipment as is the rigors of tier, and to be martially ready at all times. And I am going to tell Podrick about who I saw in the graveyard.
Okay. Let's do that first. So you all get into your rooms. You kind of spend some time going through your dailies, maintaining your equipment, saying your prayers, all of that. And the whole time, Podrick's he's not really like giving you like the side eye, but he can tell that something's bothering you, and in true fashion, classic Podrick, he doesn't outright ask you like what's the matter, but every once in a while he'll kind of just casually say something along the lines of like, it's I always feel better when we're able to rest and really get to have a moment to think and consider Tyr's teachings and reflect.
There is Tyr's teachings cover the aspects of what lies within Tyr's domain: justice and law, martial excellence. But for what I saw tonight, what I saw today, and what has happened today, There is sometimes when the teachings of Tyr can feel hollow because he is a god of law and strength and honor and justice. And this world is obviously different than ours, but that difference only goes so far. In some ways, it's very similar. When you asked me what I was staring at earlier, and I told you it was ghosts, I know you know that I was betrothed.
Yes. Uh, I'm sorry, cousin.
Elowin.
Uh, Elowen.
She and I were very happy about the arrangement. It's not often that people in our standing are matched and find such luck. We actually got to have a courtship, although she is from Neverwinter and I'm from Waterdeep, and we are from Waterdeep. You know, we she came and stayed for almost a full summer.
I remember you were very happy.
Head over heels.
I I must say I had hoped that things would continue down that path for you, cousin.
When she left and went home, something changed, and our correspondence grew less and less frequent. She sent me a letter that was gravely disturbing, to the point where I boarded a ship and went to Neverwinter because I knew that something was wrong. The night I arrived, there was a very bad storm, and it took me quite a while to get from the docks to her house in the Noble District. All I know is that when as I knocked on the door, I could see that there was one light high up in one of the upper windows. You know how they are in Neverwinter, they build up rather than out. And I stepped back, waiting for someone to answer the door, and as I looked up, I saw a figure in the window. And I tried to wave. The wind was terrible, and I didn't know if anyone had even heard me. And that's when I saw that it was her. And it was a great distance, but I still saw her face, just for a moment. And she saw mine. I saw the recognition in her eyes. And I saw the grief. And then she flung herself from the window. By the time all the chaos had stopped, she was beyond saving.
I'm 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 so sorry. I so
It is.
I don't I don't mean to pry, and I don't wish to open wounds. What did her letter say?
What her letter said and what happened to make her think these things are scars that I will take to the grave. But just know that when she needed me the most, I failed her. And when she branded me a coward, she spoke no lie. I may have the favor of Tyr, but I do not deserve it. Why he has let me continue to serve him is a mystery that I will not understand until I stand before him. Just know that no matter what you see in this world, if you hold to the cause of justice and law, Tyr will always permit you to serve him, no matter how flawed a vessel you are. Now,
Cousin, I do not think that it is as great a mystery as you perceive it to be.
that
I think that Tyr sees what I see when I look at you. A good man who is willing to do what is right when it matters. Perhaps this obstacle was what you needed to be who you are now.
no matter what, I am not a man who is known for his ability to ascertain these things. So I will just trust that Tyr knows what he's doing, and I will keep to his faith and his tenets,
I've
even in
I've
those
known,
times when they don't offer the most support.
I've known many knights, cousin. Many men of honor. Even amongst the many that I know, there are few who would brave this land for their squire.
I brave this land for my cousin.
And I will be as much of service to you as I possibly can.
Just remember, if I don't get you home, your father will kill me. Let's get some rest. Enough of this.
Yes. There is quite the road ahead of us. Good night, cousin.
Good night.
So Lorelei and Kilram, the two of you are in Kilram's room, Lorelei's room.
Probably Kilrim's room.
Okay.
All his
Yeah.
magic.
I mean, they're both like pretty much the same room. It's just,
Yeah. So, the first, like, I'll start. So, like I said, it's gonna be a little boring for the first 10 or so minutes. Maybe you could just meditate,
Fine.
but afterwards we could talk and stuff. And yeah, cool. So I'm gonna get started on this. And so I will start the identify process on all the items we got.
okay. So it is exactly as he says, Lorelai, at
Mhm.
least to you. You can tell that he is absolutely enthralled by doing this, and you've seen him nerd the fuck out over magic shit before you travels with him. Um, and even though it is painfully boring for you,
Mhm.
there is still there's still pleasure to be found in the company and
Yeah.
seeing him enjoying what he's doing.
Mhm.
Um, you take the time to cast this ritual, um, and you take everything and kind of set it up for you to just do this run of identifying all of these items. Um, and the quick inventory, if you want to run down them, I will let you know which each of them
Yeah.
are.
So I already know that the potions are a regular health potion and an invisibility potion, right?
So yes, the one of the potions that you got off of him, I believe you got two off
Yeah,
of him.
get to.
Yeah, because he used one. So one is a standard potion of healing, 2d4. The other one is a potion of greater healing. Then there is a potion of invisibility, and that's what the potions are.
So there's 3 potions? Which one did he use?
He used a potion of greater healing.
So we didn't get that.
No, he
Okay.
he had he had 2 potions of greater healing and a potion of healing. He used one greater. He didn't get the chance to use the other potion. So you recovered a potion of healing and a potion of greater healing and a potion
Oh.
of invisibility.
Cool.
Awesome. I'll add those to my inventory. The axe seems like a keen axe.
The axe is a +1 battle axe.
+1 battle axe.
No extra special things to it, but it is a +1 battle axe.
Got it.
And that's the one that can be used two-handed. It's the D8 or the D10. It's not the hand axe. +1 battle axe.
Okay.
I think at one point I said hand axe like last week, but it's
Yeah. You said
it's-
hand axe during the fight, I think.
Yeah. Well, in his massive mitts, it looked more like a hand
Yeah.
axe. If I said it, that's why I said it. Retcon.
Cool. And we got Asterius' gear. I know what that is. And
Yeah, you have all of Asterius' gear.
magical ring, conjuration, evocation, abjuration.
Okay, so this is a ring of spell storing. The ring already has 2 spells in it.
Ooh.
It has 1 charge of shield, and it has 1 charge of magic missile at level 2.
Alrighty. And that's pretty awesome. And
As to his spell book, if you want, I can give you the full list here.
if you just want to toss it in chat, I mean, you want to tell everyone on the stream.
I'll tell you right now. You already have. I know for a fact because I've seen your sheet. You already have a few of these spells. But here, where's his get dang? Am I in the right place? I think I am. There we go. To pull him back up.
I'm so excited for this spellbook. You guys, I've been thinking about it all week.
Okay.
All week.
So I. Oh my goodness. Where the fuck is he? There it is. Okay, he's not in monsters. He's in named NPCs. That makes more sense. He's not a monster. Kind of.
No.
He's kind of a monster.
No,
he's
not
a monster.
He's a
No,
fucking
he's
monster.
No, he was a straight up monster.
He was awful.
So Victor's spellbook had the spells Detect Magic, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, Misty Step, Suggestion, Counterspell, Fireball, Fly, Greater Invisibility, Ice Storm, and Cone of Cold.
Okay.
So Ice Storm is painful.
Alrighty. There's a lot of those that I did not have that I wanted.
Yes. So you have this spellbook. You can take the time to start putting stuff into your spellbook whenever you like.
He doesn't need to. He just has a spellbook.
But I would like to translate it into my codex because I cast spells interestingly.
Got
you
it.
know, but I would like to transfer it into the codex style of spell scoring, so like people can't steal my spellbook.
Yeah. So the way that it works for your codex, it's going to basically still be the same type of process, except it is absorbing it into the codex, and that just takes time, and it takes the actual physical paper, physical components. But it's your spell book is not the same. You know the process, you know what it'll take, and you know which spells you'll need to actually take from this list. But there's still quite a few blank pages in here, and now you have a backup spell book if you need it.
Yeah, so that's super awesome.
So, I believe that is the loot pile.
That was the loot pile. And so once I'm done, Kilrum goes, "Oh my gosh, Lorelei.
Yes.
I know this is a terrible, terrible, terrible day.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's
pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
But, I mean, have you ever wanted to fly?"
What?
Yeah, they've got a lot of new spells here, and one of them I can make you fly.
Well.
So there's some good news out of here as he's like leafing through it all. I had a question for you, Kessie. We traveled together before this. How much would you have told me about like your backstory? Are we still like not very much, or just like I assumed it wasn't much?
Yeah, she probably. I mean, like even though like she trusts you, like she trusts
exactly.
you enough to travel with
she
you.
Doesn't trust you. She trusts you, but she doesn't trust you.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's not a story she likes to share very often unless she feels like it's absolutely necessary.
Because they're like, I just needed to know because there are two ways it would go, you know, like how this next conversation would go. And it would be, and it's like, so, I mean, it sounds scary. He's like leafing through everything. It sounds scary, but I think you'll be all right. I think no matter what happens, today was a test. We lost one very important member, but we came out on top. We didn't all die. We didn't all die like last time.
That's true.
It's an improvement.
I guess slightly. But
it's morbid to say.
I don't feel like we're any closer to figuring out anything.
Right now we need to
how to fix my situation. Yeah. But that's the problem.
Every night that goes by is a night that goes by. And I don't like that. And we've lost a lot of time.
I don't like it either.
I think we need to talk everyone into doubling down and really getting to work. I know our goals are mixed, but losing you would be too much.
Mm-hmm.
I can't let you turn into a monster.
I want you to promise, Kilram, too, that if we don't figure this out, and I do, that you do whatever you need to do to protect everyone else.
I promise. I need to tell you something.
I don't know what will happen.
You don't know anything at all? Just what we've been told is scary.
Yeah.
But it's weird, right? Like, you already are kind of... Because you've shifted in front of me before.
Yeah, I've shifted. I've shifted in front
Yes.
of everybody.
Exactly. And I'm like, so how do you think this is going to affect that?
That's the biggest factor. That's why I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if that's going to have an extremely big impact on what my ability to control myself or anything else.
I tried to grab as many as that guy's notes as I could. Maybe he was working on a cure. Did I manage to grab any of his notes when I gathered up everything?
You
I know I got a
You-
10. You said no. You didn't say
so
so. I figured no.
no. You gathered notes, but the room had
But
been cone of colded and thunder waved.
oh Jesus.
So at this point, if you're going to actually like pull out the notes to try to look at them, because you just blindly were like, I'm gonna grab what I think looks important.
Yep.
I need you to roll a d100 for me.
Okay. I like that. Let's do it. 22. Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah. So if you're gonna read over them, I'll tell you what you've gathered here. But I don't want to like just jump in the middle of this conversation.
No, that'll be a later thing.
Completely derail it.
That's a later thing. That's a kill room private nerd time thing.
I was doing things.
Yeah. Please continue.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen, and I need to stop looking at chat while trying to do this. I just need to turn my computer away.
Oh God, I have my notes open, so I don't even know.
Anyway,
okay, continue.
Yeah, I I technically already have a bit of werewolf blood within me, I guess is the best way to put it. That's why I can shift the way I can. And now being bitten on top of that, I don't know how that is gonna work. And if I'm gonna end up losing more of myself than somebody normally would.
I think this place has something to do with it too.
I'm concerned.
I'm also very concerned, and that's concerning, knowing that you already have werewolf blood in you. Not that I care, obviously, just that it could be bad. But I
Yeah.
think this place also has something to do with us. It drags things we don't realize about ourselves out.
Mhm.
You know, when I freaked out on the river,
Yeah.
or not in the river, the last time I freaked out. I've been doing it a lot lately, so they're hard to keep up. I remembered something very terrible. I saw a memory of the thing that destroyed my village, clearly. I locked eyes with it. I've never, ever had that memory before. Not back home, and I've been hunting this thing my whole life.
Hmm.
This place knows our dirty secrets. Damn it.
Why? Why'd you have to say it like that? Why?
I'm just
You
trying.
knew what that was gonna do.
Chat may be flying off in the back, but when Killerim's in here, he's up here, man.
Jesus yeah. This place is bringing up all sorts of things for everyone, it seems. That people have either tried to escape or have just been trying to ignore.
I think we'll be all right, but we need to work harder. We need to get some rest. Thank you for spending this time with me.
Anytime, Kilram. I owe you a lot. Thank you for always being there for me.
Anytime. And I give her a big bloody hug.
Oh, great. That's great. I'm gonna go to bed now because that really disturbs me because I made that wound. Good night.
Good night.
night.
Don't worry, it'll close up tomorrow, and he'll be stronger than he was today, and so will you.
You guys.
So Kilrim, you get ready for your private Kilrim time, and you go to pull out these notes. You gathered a bunch of scattered papers, and it's hard to kind of fully piece together what he has here because you didn't get it all in order. There's a lot of stuff that seems to be missing, but I need you to make either a Arcana check, or you can make a religion check.
Ooh, the duality of Kilrim. They're the same. Oh man, you're really tugging at Kilrim's core. What is he more? What does he want to know more about? Religion. Arcana. It's Arcana. It's gonna be Arcana.
Arcana. It was always Arcana. So, as best as you can tell, what he was doing here, what he was really going for was that he hated this place as much as you, as much as all of you. He hates being in Barovia. He hates it here. He wants to leave. And he knows that it's possible because not only do people get in, but people have gotten out. You see in the notes that he has a couple of pages here on the Vishtani. In particular, their ability to travel from plane to plane. He's found out that there's something wrong with this place, and it's a little more jargony than you can kind of grasp at the moment, being that you're missing a lot of pages and you haven't really dived too deep into your arcane studies. You're more than journeyman, but not quite master yet. But as best as you could tell, this place is literally nowhere. But it is also literally everywhere at the same time. The ley lines for realities and planar travel here are just fucking Jeremy Bear me.
Jeremy Bear me.
It is nowhere. It's everywhere. It wasn't there, but it is there, and it will always be there, but it will never be there. So trying to pinpoint the exact spot, the exact window to get out has been very difficult. And he seems to believe that blood is the key. And he has a couple of notes here about a couple of experiments that he's done on Vishtani that he has captured and tried to recreate their ability to leave for himself. All of his attempts have failed. But now he has brought somebody else in, and he is trying to use an outsider's blood to fuel this teleportation, this shift. And he believes that he is close, but not quite. It's not quite there yet. But you are missing so much of his notes that even if you wanted to try to recreate it with your own blood or anyone else's, you'd have to go back in there and actually put everything together and then build from there. But from what you've read, it might be feasible.
Okay. That's awesome. Those are great notes. Kilrim is going to stay up all night and not wait. So I forget how staying up. I make the con save, but I still get the long rest. It's for exhaustion.
Yeah. So you can do light activity, like reading or keep watch, whatever the fuck, in that vein. As long as you make the con save, you don't get a level of exhaustion. You still get the benefits of a long rest. Even if you get the level of exhaustion, you get the benefits of a long rest minus taking away levels of exhaustion up to a certain point, and then it's just fuck you. Like you just have to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. So Kilrim is now turning into obsessive mode and poring over notes, transcribing spells, just poring over notes. He's not going to get any sleep tonight.
Yeah. The bad news of what you found here is that the meat and potatoes of what you were able to grab, there doesn't seem to be anything about removing a curse of lycanthropy.
Yep. But now he's interested.
Okay. So go ahead and make that con save.
We'll
do that now. We'll do that now and make sure that you're.
Hey, that one.
Yeah, you will take a level of exhaustion.
Sounds great.
Okay, Johnny.
So I'm looking at my wife like, these people are fucking insane. Like, they just lost one of them, and they seem like it's goddamn business as usual. And I take a big swip of the wine, like, well, I understand. Like, I mean, one of them is concerned. but he's kind of a pessimistic asshole edgelord all the time anyway. So like that's not really par from the course. It's man, dear, like I understand that we can do some good together, but these people are out of their fucking mind. How's your wine?
She's just kind of been like watching you go on this tirade about what happened and how everything went down.
Oh yeah, so I'm like, yeah, and, also
Yeah.
the Baron's dead. His wife is dead. We killed his son. His son is apparently a piece of shit and also probably into some weird shit. Like they definitely had it coming, but like the animalistic one, the one that looked a little like a wolf. She's got bit, so not only is she kind of looks like a werewolf, now she's absolutely going to become a werewolf unless we figure out how to save her. And now so much has happened in the past day and a half. This is probably the most excitement I've had, and I hunt monsters for a living. I'm not sure if I'm in over my head or not. I'm a little too far deep into it now, and I'm definitely going to have to continue on and hunt down this devil. But yeah, I'm stressed.
This is a lot. You've given me a lot to process, and I'm glad you got this wine for it. And she takes a big gulp of it, and she says, I knew when I married you that there were going to be nights where I would be up, worried, sick, worried to death that you were not going to come home. But I also knew that I was marrying a man who is willing to hunt those monsters, willing to keep not just his family safe, but his neighbors. And baby, our neighbors they're all assholes.
Actually, I do have something about that too. What do you feel about politics?
Me?
Yeah, you're probably one of the more level-headed people in the city, and maybe this land, but there is like I did say, there is quite a vacancy in the political structure here in this town, and I do plan to speak to Octavio about this as well. But
well, I mean, you know where I stand on politics. I think that we should eat the rich. I'm pretty sure that's why you asked me to marry you.
Oh my god. So you caught me off guard. So I look at her and I said, I think that's actually the mentality that we need in the city, and I think that you would be a great asset and a great a great pitch, Josh. I mean, you and Rictavio definitely do have a great relationship. I think that you guys are fairly level-headed as far as what is good, like what is right and what is wrong. And I think that maybe having you two there to balance out the two shitheads that we left up at the state to kind of manage the city during the Baron's vacation, so to speak. Yeah. Also, the people up there don't let.
Back from.
Yeah. In fact, I'm not sure. Indrid showed up at some point. Trey summoned them somehow. Not quite sure about that one. But Indrid was able to convince them that the contents of what was inside of them that was splattered on the wall was an aesthetic choice rather than a crime scene, so to speak. And they're not bright, and they're dumb as hell, and I don't think that's what we need for the city. I think that I did let them know that there were going to be some individuals coming up here.
They might be dumb as hell, but nobody's going to see a entrail painting and think that that's just decorating.
Oh, I'm sure there's some sort of magical woo-woo shit going on there that made them think that. But that's why I think it's good that you two balance them out, have them be like kind of I'm not quite sure. I just need you guys to be up there to make sure that they're not doing anything stupid. I'm sure we could probably wiggle a new house out of it.
Johnny, are you saying that you think that I should run Valaki?
I'm saying Eric, he was pretty keen on having a council. So I do think that you, Rictavio, and somebody else that you would find justifiable for the position might be better than who we have currently in the estate at the moment. You are by far one of the most intelligent women I know, and I am currently indisposed at the moment, and I do not think that from afar I would be doing too well for the city.
Johnny Trinity, I'm already married to you. You don't have to butter me up like this.
Like you did say that there's going to be times where you're going to be staying up, thinking that I'm not going to show up. And also there's going to be times where I bring 5 other half-dead individuals into our home to bring them to consciousness. Just take it as a future bribe.
It's something to consider. But where are you even going to begin? And what's the end goal here?
Well, the end goal is to remove
get them on the right track, or are you?
Well, the end goal, of course, has been and always will be to upseat the devil himself. I believe that it's my role in this whole escapade to kind of guide them keep them on the right track, as you did say. The next step is going to be, I believe it's going to Argensvolt. Is that how you pronounce it? I can never pronounce it right. Argensvolt?
It is now.
Sure.
It's yeah. That's I said it.
It's like it's Argensvolt, but like it's with like 5 extra syllables.
There's like a K and a Q in there somewhere, and yeah.
I believe that with our comrade, the Wolfy one, she, I think it would do us well to find some of the divine nature that is from Argensvolt to see if there's any way to cure this curse of hers before we take the other route. We have to give it a shot.
You're
Take another big drink.
yeah, she absolutely takes another big drink. And she says, the selfish part of me wants to tell you not to go. Wants to tell you to stay here. Stay with your family. But I know that you're supposed to do this. You're always supposed to do this. It's been coming for a long time. And if I need to hold down the fort here until you come home, then what else is new, Johnny?
I will say this: if shit goes upside down, you go and get Abraham and you tell him to summon our friend Indrid, or you go get Rictavio. You get the fuck out of Dodge or Villaki. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. I don't know where you'll go, but I'm sure that one of them would be able to assist in that endeavor. Just get out. Get out of Barovia if you can. Definitely get out of Villaki. I'm sure that in between Indrid and Rictavio that you can one of them can make you safe. Keep you safe.
I don't care if the devil himself comes to my house.
The devil himself was about 2 blocks that way, about an hour and a half ago. I do care if the devil himself. You need to get the hell out of this place. And I'm looking deep in the eyes.
I'm not going anywhere without you.
Okay, well, how about this? You get Abraham out of here then, because he cannot defend himself. You are full of piss and vinegar half the time. I understand that you can probably take care of yourself, but he cannot, and you need to make sure that he is safe.
Of course. He's my son too.
I'm aware. I just want to make sure that you will take that into consideration. If that fucking thing that turns into goddamn birds comes around here, like you saw what he did to these people. They came up half dead in our home.
I did.
These are not weak individuals. They're powerful in their own right, in their own ways. I believe that you can care for yourself, but I do not want anything to happen to you. I definitely don't want anything to happen to Abraham. So please promise me, if shit hits the fan, you will get the fuck out of here. Abraham apparently knows how to fucking summon Indrid. Not sure how the hell he did that. Or Indrid's fucking around. But Rictavio is right down the street. You can definitely get out and get to him.
I'm going to have a very pointed conversation with him the next time he visits.
Oh, you and me both. I just did not have the time when I saw him today.
Well, it sounds like my husband is going to be hitting the road for the foreseeable future very soon.
Probably tomorrow.
Well, I got something else that you can hit in the meantime. And she takes you by the hand and leads you upstairs.
I say yes, ma'am, and I follow her up there.
Ooh.
Oh Jesus, chat's blowing up.
Oh man, I bet it is.
So fade to black, and then let me catch up on whatever the fuck just happened here.
Anthony, how is it that every game that we play together has like
You
this-
two flirting?
this just sexual tension?
It's the beards. It's the red beards. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It has to be.
It's there. There's no other explanation.
Oh boy.
And the stress icon is now officially in chat.
Yeah, love
I
it.
know what I should say.
It's so perfect because that is like me, like 99% of the time.
Oh, and Anthony, I learned something about those. You don't have to make 3 of them. You only have to make 1 at 122. It automatically scales them down.
Cool.
Your wife is celebrating your fake white getting some.
There you go. Hey, look. I mean, she's got
Yes!
she's got to get hers.
Love it.
She's got
Joshua, you are
I
fake
am
wife now.
All anal magnetism.
That's okay because apparently everyone thinks you're my husband anyway in real life, so that's fun.
Who, Josh?
Yeah.
It's like I said. Everyone.
Multiple
everyone
times
wants
we
to-
have been confused for being together.
Everyone wants to fuck Bastion, even when he's not at the table.
That's true.
So. Okay. Good news is everyone can hit that long rest button and officially
Woo!
level 6. Evan and Kessie, Evan and Kessie have already been at my table a few times. I think everyone else has already leveled up, but I don't know. I can't remember if Anthony, if you've leveled up or if you started at 5.
At 5, I can't remember.
I think you started at 5. So at level up, I allow you to roll for your health if you'd like. You can take the average.
I think I have mine on fixed, so I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
if
leave it the way it is.
You can
Yeah.
take the average, that's totally fine. If you want to roll for your health, you can roll. If it is below average, you can just take it. Just take the average, or you can roll again. But if you roll a second time, you have to take the outcome regardless of what it is.
Yeah, I think I took the. I think I am. I just took the average. I just let it do it for me.
I'm gonna roll a d6 in roll 20, just random, and see what I get.
I thought y'all were related.
That's the average right there.
When I first met the two of you, not like a couple, but like brother and sister.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever gotten that one.
Never gotten brother and sister.
No, we've never gotten brother and sister.
Unless someone is accusing us of being Jamie and Cersei.
Whoa,
Then
no, gross.
We've been accused
Ew.
of that.
Well,
We have been accused of that.
Yeah, y'all were
We just-
arguing at the time, so I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
yeah, when me and Josh do argue about anything, it literally comes
we do
out
argue
sounding like
a
like
married couple or
like a married couple and or siblings.
You
Yeah.
reminded me of
Josh
my
and grandma thinks we're together.
yeah. My grandma, my grandma was
You know,
definitely like.
That's
I
not surprising at all either
I
though.
brought Evan to like Thanksgivings and Christmases, and
We wore matching shirts one Christmas.
we wore matching Britney Spears shirts one Christmas,
Oh my god, I
uh,
love that.
and like my grandma just kind of like,
Mm,
are you roommates? Are you just roommates?
Yeah, I totally get that.
So, Josh, I'm gonna go big or go home, and I'm gonna roll another d6.
Go for it.
Hang on.
No guts, no glory.
Oh,
Oh.
that's okay.
Womp womp.
It just makes you easier to kill.
Yep.
No.
So, Jonathan, did you take the average then, or did you?
Yeah, I saw that you had rolled a 1.
Yeah, I'm not pressing my luck.
Oh,
So,
I-
hey, look, it
I
can't
love-
get worse.
I loved that game show, but if there's anything I learned from it, it's you're gonna hit a whammy.
yep.
I hit a
True.
whammy. I'm lucky it only went down by 1. I was greedy. I can't believe how greedy I was. I rolled the
What
average.
What happened? So, on
Fun
top
fact.
on top of the level up,
Oh.
I am also going to put 4 coins in the bowl for that entire last like 45 minutes or so. And that is going to bring us back up to 9 coins in the bowl. I thoroughly enjoyed all of that tonight.
Can I use one to make a solid Constitution check for my night with my wife?
Oh goodness.
Wait,
You can-
is
you-
that because you want to be able to roll 2 1s in a row?
Honey, you know damn well this
Damn.
never happens. I mean,
Because I think you should actually
Oh
have
God.
checks at this point. I mean, we all know what your dice luck's gonna be.
Yeah,
you
that's true.
you can rest assured that the fade to black ends with you guys having a whistling breakfast in the morning.
Wow.
Why are you guys in such a good mood?
Someone died.
Someone just died.
Johnny, like 5 people died yesterday in front of you. Yup.
Yup.
Damn
Clueless bad fashion.
Damn shame.
Wait, didn't Johnny just lecture how all of us watched people die and didn't seem to care? And then after that, he just happily went upstairs with his wife like nothing happened?
Oh no.
Dude, one of the most life-affirming things you can do after
Yeah,
that.
I was bitching the entire time. Gypsy, we'll get to that in a bit.
Oh Jesus.
I was bitching about the entire time, but like I'm about to not see my wife for in a very extended period of time, and possibly for the last time. Definitely gonna take the opportunity.
Yep.
But since we are playing in a horror movie, you just both died.
Yep.
I'm waiting for somebody to say, "I'll be right back," and then I just insta-kill them.
Wait, isn't the horror movie rule though not about having sex? Isn't it about losing your virginity?
Nope. It's just about
Nope,
having
it's-
sex, period.
Yeah.
2 rules. Don't go anywhere alone. Don't have sex.
Yep.
And if you can, don't be a teenager.
Die.
You
What?
will get
You
pregnant
will
and
get
die.
pregnant and die.
You will get pregnant and die.
And you probably
Everybody-
shouldn't go
everybody
upstairs
come
either.
take some
That's one of the other rules.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
go upstairs.
investigate any sounds, noises. Fuck that shit. Fuck it all.
No,
Run.
fuck it.
You
We
just said not to fuck
that.
at all.
That,
This
that was the first rule.
by myself.
Okay,
And what happened to her?
so we have gotten a little derailed here. I'm gonna bring us
Yeah,
back
a little
around.
bit.
I'm gonna bring us back around, bring us some focus. The next morning comes for all of you, and oddly enough, each of you stop it, Anthony. Each of you awaken with just this feeling of more strength. It's hard to explain, even though you suffered heavy losses yesterday. You feel more powerful and even more determined to get this whole thing taken care of. You guys are able to go and meet Johnny at his house and discuss what the plan of action is moving forward. And as of today, Lorelai, I believe that you are
Oh Lord.
Just a little closer.
Just a little bit closer.
Are you a little freer?
Anthony, do you need another drink? Didn't want it to get buried in the chat.
I
I think yeah. If I'm looking at my notes right here, it's been 2 days. So you were at 18 days.
18.
No, I'm sorry. Minus 2 days. So you're at 16 days.
Oh, great. Even better. That's awesome. I'm so excited.
Yes, it is.
How far away is Argenvolt from here? I know it's not too terribly far, but it is, a traveling distance.
From Valaki. Here, you know what?
Yeah, bring it up.
Yeah.
Give me that sweet map.
Sweet map time.
Okay, so let me just drag this. I'm so glad that they changed the fucking the way that you can move maps around on Roll20.
Fucking so glad.
Oh man, if I could just take a minute to plug that shit, it is so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason we came back to Roll20 from Fantasy Grounds is mainly because the learning curve in Fantasy Grounds and the fact that they did make quite a bit of improvements to Roll20.
Can't see anything right now, Josh.
Yeah, I think it's loading everything.
Okay, just making sure. It doesn't show the loading text for me, so that's fine.
Yeah, there it goes. It's loading for me now.
Captain Cappy said, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
I know that's what you're reacting to.
Yep.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, it's just a black box, Josh. Is it still loading?
Yeah, same.
It'll take it a minute.
It's just a black
sometimes.
box.
So, Josh, I figured that I could get with you later and talk about how many spells I can get in and like what that paper works and which ones I'm going to take. I'll just talk to you about that personally.
Dude, you're going to need some serious downtime to get all those spells copied.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that you got, how many 6 levels did you get? 2?
Well, I can't even do those yet, so.
No, you can transcribe them now. You just can't cast them.
Yeah.
But each spell is an hour a level?
Yeah, hour per level.
Well, while we're waiting for this to load, we're all sitting around the table. Abraham and Scarlett's over there doing their thing. So I believe that we had a couple more items on our agenda. One being Arkenvolt to see if we could find a way to dispel this curse upon our friend Lorelei here. I can't quite remember what the other one was, other than the pressing matter, which is, Trey's relative that we are supposed to be taking from the castle upon high. Wasn't there something else that we needed to discuss?
Well, I have some things to bring to the table after going through the notes I was able to gather.
Well, Lorelei, I think, is our biggest pressing goal at this point.
Oh, Josh just dropped.
That's why.
Oh, no.
That's why. Ladies and gentlemen, Dinner and a Game is experiencing technical difficulties, or as we like to call them, a day that ends in Y. Why does this always happen to us? But no. Yeah,
My stuff's okay, though, so...
Yeah. No. It might have been his PC. We don't know. But
yeah.
We're doing this all over the internet, ladies and gentlemen. We're digital, and we're all on different connections and different locations. So things like this will happen, and we thank you very much for your patience ahead of time. One thing we wanted to tell you guys about is one thing we're thinking about doing is that contest we did for Die Hard Dice, where we actually gave away sets of dice, like at the break and stuff like that, for trivia questions. Did you guys enjoy that? Those of you who participated, would you like to see us do that more often? Because
Neris got his dice today.
Yeah, I know. He was talking about it in chat. He said they were gorgeous.
Yeah. I delivered something today. So.
Yeah, he just said it again.
I did something.
So, but do you
I feel
guys
productive.
think you guys want to actually for us to do that more often? We won't do as many sets because that was a very special event. But I mean, I'd be willing to do like a set like after the game.
Yeah.
Okay, that means you guys. It'd be a trivia question. It would be picked during the show, and well, we'd have several. Like all of us would pick different things, and we'd probably talk about them in Skype chat. So I think that anyone that's in the Patreon might be not eligible to win.
And Captain, yours are still sitting on my desk currently, so it's gonna be a minute. I have not had the chance. I drove to Austin today, and I was able to deliver dice to somebody who was able to get them to him. That was the reason why those got delivered today. All the rest are still sitting on my desk and have not been put into the mail yet because I have not had a chance to get to a post.
Yeah, to be fair, it hasn't even been a week yet, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is not.
I'm working on it. I have the day off tomorrow, and I do have one thing I'm doing tomorrow, but hopefully I can possibly get. I have something else I need to take to put in the mail too anyway, so hopefully I can do all of that.
Hey, Cassie, can you hear Josh
We'll
cussing
see.
from there?
No, not that I can hear right now. Not right now.
Well, it actually was a fairly decent narratively stopping point if we wanted to go ahead and end just a little bit early because Grouch Couch is doing their season finale today.
Grouch Couch is doing their season finale.
Joshua. He can't hear me. He's got his headphones on probably still. Sorry, I should have muted myself before I did that. I apologize.
Hey,
Oh, here he comes.
I did not pick it up. Hey.
You're not that loud. He's coming back. Slowly but surely, ladies and gentlemen, he is coming back.
Oh.
Hi, I'm on my phone.
What happened?
Internet shit the bed so hard. It like crashed my Skype and my computer, but like it says it's still running. And, yeah.
I was gonna say it's not the internet because the internet is fine for me, like on both of my laptops.
It might have just been your browser shit in the bed then.
Yeah, because the internet has not hiccuped a single second on either of the laptops. So
might also be my computer. Because now I'm like having trouble connecting, and I might double join after all of this.
Well, Anthony was just pointing out that it's actually kind of a good narrative place if you want to call it a little bit early, because it is the Grouch Couch's season finale.
Yeah, we might have to due to technical difficulties that I am experiencing. I don't know what the
your
fuck
face
happened.
looks
I have
really great on the stream right now, just so you
know. So.
What the hell was that?
I mentioned that Josh's face looks great on the stream right now.
Yeah, look on the stream. It's nice and.
It's nice
I can't.
We'll show you later.
I can't see it. It sucks.
That's okay. I'm clipping it.
So I don't know.
All right. Well, we can go ahead
Well,
and
yeah,
wrap it up.
go ahead. Like, it's a good narrative spot, and then I'll go ahead and raid Grouch Couch when we're done.
Gotcha. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cut a little bit early due to technical difficulties. But when we go raid the Grouch Couch, tell them we literally were so anxious to get to their show that we quit early just for them.
Yeah.
Lie. Just like your parents told you not to. So anyway, thank you so much for being a part of this show tonight, guys. I had a great time. Thank you so much, Josh, for running for us and torturing us and, making everything spoopy and sad. And we lost him again.
I think he might have purposely got off that time, but who knows?
So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up by going over things one more time. Remember, we're doing the Race to 10K on Facebook, and we are currently sitting... Where'd my face... There it goes. We are currently sitting at a glorious and mighty 9,727? Maybe 28 by now? I don't know. So just during the show, we picked almost 10 people up. There we go. 9,727 people. And we're going to go ahead
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Anthony.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Anthony. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and as soon as we hit 10K, we're on the next show after we hit 10K, we're going to draw for one winner. But remember, you must go to the Facebook page, Dinner and a Game. You must like and follow the Facebook page because I check the winners and make sure they do that. And then you must comment and share the pinned post that says "Attention Daggers, 9,000 follows on Facebook." It says more than that, but that's what it starts with. Comment and share that post, like and follow the page to be entered to win. But we are giving away a complete set of the D&D 5e rulebook library. We'll be giving away the Player's Guide, the DMG, the Monstrous Manual, Mordenkainen's Tomb of Foes, Xanathar's Guide to Everything, Sword Coast Adventures Guide, Volo's Guide to Monsters, and the newest book, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. All of that going to one winner. All right, so we are doing a Twitch contest where we are giving away a set of HD printed minis. You guys saw that when we were on break. You can see it up in the upper right hand corner of our little map screen there, or in the center of the main screen, which I'll bring up right now. These minis are from a Kickstarter. You can't get them unless you back the Kickstarter or you know where the Kickstarter came from. And I do not think that they're actually selling the physical minis anywhere, so you actually can only get these minis if you go and have a 3D printer and print them out. I am printing them out on a resin HD 3D printer. So these are going to be HD printed quality minis, and I can tell you that some of the minis are absolutely huge. They're maxing out my print capacity. So these minis are going to be amazing. They're gorgeous and they're incredible. And it's 30 minis in the entire set. One winner gets them all. All you have to do is go to our Twitch, which you're watching right now if you're hearing this, or if you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, go to our Twitch channel, which is linked in our YouTube links, and give us a follow on Twitch, and you'll be automatically entered to win any of our Twitch contests, unless they have some kind of weird special rules. But we are trying to keep those out of there. We're just going to do contests for followers on Twitch. When we hit 300 followers, we will give away that set of minis to one winner. Do not forget, as always, we are still participating in the Extra Life charity. The Extra Life charity is an amazing charity. They work with the Children's Miracle Network. They provide services to children across the country who are in need of medical help and cannot afford it or don't have insurance or any other type of hamperings for them to get the medical care they needed. They also fund research for children's diseases across the country. They're amazing. We had a goal of $2,000. We have broken that goal, $2,445, thanks to you amazing people. And if we can, we'd love to see that goal even increase even further, because this is our first inaugural time doing this as Dinner and a Game, and we wanted to blow this out of the water as far as we can. So if you can, please give to the Extra Life campaign for Dinner and a Game. If not, if you can't, we completely understand, but share out the link. That way other people can know about the good we're trying to do, and hopefully they can contribute as well. And also, of course, we're supporting the local gamer community by trying to promote people going to their local game stores to get product. Right now, the game stores are hurting. The game stores are having a huge time with COVID hampering their business. And COVID's getting worse. A new administration's coming in who are probably going to have to do even harsher measures to get COVID under control, which means we're looking at another shutdown. And that could actually destroy all these small businesses that are trying to hang on. In order to help them out, we must do what we can, when we can, and where we can. That includes buying local. The store we're talking about, Night's Watch Games, is facing those type of hardships right now. We're giving them love again. We've already given them love once before. We're giving them again because they had put out on Facebook that they're having issues, and we wanted to make sure they got some support. They're an amazing game store. They're doing everything right, and they have mail order as well as curbside pickup if you guys want it. So they're doing everything they can to help out the gaming community stay safe, and you can actually use them for mail order services, and we will probably use them if any of our winners have issues with not having a store nearby and need mail order done. We'll probably use Night's Watch because they need the help, they need the love, and we're here to give them love and support. Finally, if you can support us, we would be incredibly grateful. If you can go and subscribe on Twitch, if you can go and become a Patreon supporter, if you can order merch from our store at www.dinnerandagame.net, any of those things, any and all those things, lend money to us, which means we can go ahead and produce better content by getting better equipment. And right now, as you can tell, we're trying to get better equipment to everybody, but it does not always happen. We're not in this to make a profit. We're just in this to make better content, and we're doing everything we can to get that done. So, other than that, Die Hard Dice. What are you shooting yourself in the head for, Josh? Stop it. Die Hard Dice is an amazing dice company. They've done a lot of work for the community, charity work for the community. They help us out. They've helped us out already, both some of us on personal levels and just a dinner and a game on an incredible level as well. So we want to promote them and give them as much love as we can. If you guys want new dice and you're looking to order some gorgeous dice, go to Die Hard Dice. Give them some love. Tell them we sent you. It'll get you nothing. It gets us nothing. We just want them to know that we are supporting them because they have done so much to support us. So if you can and you're buying dice, go to Die Hard Dice and get them and tell them Dinner and a Game sent you. We love you guys. Other than that, remember, it's a fucking pandemic. If you can stay home, stay home. If you have to go out, wear a mask. It's for your safety and everyone else's around you. But if you can stay home, stay home. We want you to come back. We want you to enjoy the show with us. We want you to laugh at us being idiots because we're idiots. And we want you guys to be part of the family because at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table. But right now, we're going to go take a seat at Grouch Couch's table because we're going to raid the hell out of them.
Right. I was sitting here trying to screenshot a fucking funny face that Josh was making.
I know.
Yes, absolutely. We are going to be rating the Grouch Couch. They're good friends of ours. And I'm going to make sure to put
those faces that he was making made it look like he's like the old man dad who's confused
I could
how
not
to work
look at
his
him.
phone.
I was like looking at the camera because my screen's right here. And I was like, I fucking cannot look at Josh.
Y'all know
Because
we're
I
so
will not be able to do this.
Yeah, that was I was very distracted. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so we're gonna go raid the Grouch Pouch. This is their season finale. We are gonna go show them some love. Make sure that you let them know that we sent you and we are here to support their season finale. They make great content. Thank you guys again, and y'all have a great night. And I'm sure it's gonna cut us off any second now.
Any second. One 1,000. Right now.
Now, any
I
second.
have that power right now.
Any second.